What is going on, Casually FC? Welcome to another installment of the Casually Chelsea show. I am here accompanied by my panel of Real Chris and Oliver and yourself, or myself. Yourself and myself. Both of us, all of us, together. They, them. Myself, Marshalldbdx, here to host this stream for you guys today. Bunch of things to talk about, lots of news from all over the place, but we're going to go ahead and tell you guys all about that. But before we do, as always, you guys already know what to do. We're very well on our way to 2.4K, so help us out. We're 40 subscribers away. Hit that subscribe button. Help us get to that goal. We're very close to 3,000, but we're taking the baby steps, and you can help by just smashing that subscribe button. So smash that subscribe button harder than you've ever smashed anything in your life, and help us out. That'd be amazing. Other than that, you can also smack the shit out of the like button because that helps out the channel and the algorithm. Be sure to also check out the bell notification. It notifies you whenever we do go live, which we've been going live a lot lately. So you don't want to miss out on any of these shows, any of the live stream commentary, any of the chatters. You want to be there when it's live. So be sure to check that out as well so that you are notified whenever we do go live. Check out the links in the description below for all my other content, Twitter, Discord, Ahmeds Channel, Sarcasm City, all the fun stuff down there in the description, all for you guys to click on and available for you. Be sure to check out the comments section. Leave a comment. Let us know your thoughts on everything we're going to be discussing today. And check out the memberships. We have 4 different tiers starting at 99p. Really, really cheap. Really, really awesome. Worth it because you get some cool emojis that I made myself. And you guys get to use them, spam them in the chat like Chris did right here. So big up to you guys. Big up to everyone. And let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Starting off with the first story we have here, which is around Roman Abramovich. So we have here from Forbes, Roman Abramovich on Wednesday failed to overturn the EU sanctions imposed on him after the British government forced him to sell Chelsea Football Club and ended his nearly 20-year run at the team's helm. Sad to see. It's very unfortunate. I would like to see what the reasons were for having this being overturned. I'm sure the government or whoever is in charge of the decision has some reason. I was just curious as to see what that reason is. Big up Ahmed. And even if he did overturn the sanctions, though, what was the end goal? Like, was he gonna take Chelsea back? Like, how, you know, what,
I think
what was
it's
really
impossible,
the purpose of...
isn't it? Because Chelsea can't be sold in 10 years, so maybe he wants to buy another Europe. Oliver.
Hold on, keep talking. I got it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Basically, I think he wanted to buy maybe another club in Europe. Like the market for like Europe clubs, is good. You can build it back from build it from the start and build all the way to the top, like he did with Chelsea. So maybe he's looking forward to do that. Like, I don't think he's gonna buy Chelsea back because I think Chelsea, if we ever sell again in 10 years or whatever, it's gonna cost like 6 billion or something. I don't think Roma can actually afford that alone. So yeah, I don't think it's
a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, but nah, I think it's just to buy another club. I heard like he's trying to buy a club in Spain or something before though, but I forgot which club it was.
Oh, that's a good point.
Valencia,
because you said EU.
This has nothing to do with buying clubs. This has nothing to do with any of that at all.
What's it
He's just trying to get. He's essentially just trying to get his money back, not from the club being sold.
Oh, from UK.
Actual money. So currently, this is not the UK, but this is in the EU, so it's separate. So in Europe, any of the bank accounts that he has currently in Europe are frozen because of obviously the Ukraine and Russian war. Because a lot of the Russian oligarchs have been sanctioned, and he's a part of those as well. Basically, that's what's happened. He's just trying to get his money back. He's not.
As long as he remains an oligarch.
And the thing for me, not that he even remains as an oligarch. It doesn't matter. They're literally blocking it off for him. So complete, and it's not just him they've blocked off. So like pretty much a lot of pretty much the majority of like the Russian upper class have had this all done to them as well. So until that war pretty much ends, he's not getting his money back anytime soon.
God damn, that's a lot of money.
So this is not so this is like literally non-football related at the end of the day. That's why this has nothing to do with Chelsea at all, or like any club that he's trying to buy, because he's literally currently residing, if I'm not mistaken, in his second home in Israel. So he's nowhere near him.
He's what? In a house in where?
He's residing in a home in Israel, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed that part.
Remember, because like he's
Yeah,
he's
I
also
know.
Israeli,
Yeah,
isn't he?
well, yeah, he's Jewish and whatever. He has family from there. Yeah.
Mhm.
No. He actually has his own thing there.
He has an Israeli.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He has a citizenship.
Because
Yes,
he's actually
yeah.
yeah, and like he's also of like because of the fact that he's Jewish, is of Jewish descent from his mother's side, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why. But he actually also he owns his own house there. He has like his own stuff that he was doing with like the.
He's still set for life.
Yeah, maybe he is, maybe it's, I don't know. But like, I
mean, I feel like
this has
he is set for life. But at the same time, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are after him.
Oh yeah. He got poisoned at one point in a meeting. Like,
yeah, the Russians tried to poison him. Yeah, in the airport.
Oh.
Yeah, so gotta live life on edge. I don't know if that's a life I want to live, to be honest.
Some people live it. Some people live it. Some
You
people
mean, fuck it. Imagine you have to sit down. You have to worry if your fucking food is poisoned or not.
No, YOLO.
Walk outside and an anvil falls on you. Like, I don't want to have to be worried about these things, man.
Hey, if it happens, it happens.
It's the life that happens, man. When you're a billionaire.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if you become one of those like 1%ers. You have a lot of people coming after you.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I mean, we don't have. Is Kylian Mbappe a billionaire technically?
No.
He must be, right? He makes so much money every year.
He'll probably be there by the.
He's in the high millions.
Like,
yeah, when he retires, maybe.
Maybe I think in terms of obviously net worth, I would probably say he is, but like in terms of actual money that he has, he probably another 2 to 3 years, mate. You know what I'm saying? Ronaldo, for example, like for example, CR7, for example, is definitely like a billionaire because like there's not even just net worth. For example, net worth means how much you are worth, and then your assets combined.
You say that, but it depends how much money they accumulate. Because like,
that's what I'm saying to you. That's what I was saying,
Scott. I'm spending half my wages every goddamn week because I'm terrible with money. Like, I'd never be a billionaire.
I hear you. No, that's what I'm saying to you.
Strippers and drugs.
But that's the point I was making. Like, you know, there's net worth, and then there's actually how much you have, obviously, in your kitty. That's separate, if you get what I mean. That's a difference.
By the way, don't do drugs, kids. Just saying. This is a joke. But yeah, I mean, like if footballers who are millionaires are getting kidnapped, robbed, blackmailed, all this type of stuff. Imagine if you were a billionaire. You know what I'm saying, Chris? Like, it must be 10 times worse.
If you got money, man, someone's gonna want to take advantage of that as well. Like it's happened to like footballers, like you said, and also obviously as well, Roman, helped Mikel's dad out, who did get kidnapped.
Kidding. Nothing ever happened. All alleged. But speaking of billions and millions and very many dollars and euros, let's go on to the next topic, which is apparently there's Club World Cup money coming. Since we're a part of this, right? So, how much? Depending on the prize money and the size of the broadcast / marketing deals, participating clubs are expected to make about £50 million from the Club World Cup just for participating.
Since when?
Some competitions.
Sky Sports, Sky Sports is supporting this, so this has to be pretty
reliable.
I did not know
this.
Yeah, like right? some competitions give you some. That's more in Champions League money.
It's definitely more appealing to the broadcasters now because they've got a lot more big teams in it.
It's not.
Yeah, no, that's like the Champions League. It kind of depends. Like the Champions League, like you get a lot if you get to like the final rounds. If you go out in like the quarterfinals or like the round of 16, that's more money than you get in the Champions League.
Oh, they're doing the semi-final draw right now. Actually, I see it. Number 3. Middlesbrough versus. Sorry, yeah. If you want me to announce it, Middlesbrough versus.
Go ahead, Chris. I gotta find some tweets anyway.
Middlesbrough versus Chelsea. Chelsea number 1. Yes, Chelsea.
Yes. There we go.
Yeah, let's go.
Jesus. This is no disrespect to Middlesbrough, right? But how on earth is Poch getting to a fucking final in his first year?
Oh my god! little stat for everyone quickly. Little stat. Yeah, literally little stat quickly for everyone. Little stat. We faced Middlesbrough on our way to the final against Leicester with 2 goals, actually, in the FA Cup.
Hey,
oh yeah, we did.
Forgot about that. I
In
totally
the
forgot
semi-final,
about
by
that.
the way. It was our semi-final game, if I'm not mistaken, or quarter semi.
Hey, it's exciting times. I hope it goes well. I mean, please, if we lose to Middlesbrough, oh my god.
This is our first away in the Carabao, by the way. This is our first time away, by the way.
Wait, but are we playing Wimbledon?
No, this is our first
No,
time
we're
away
playing.
in the Carabao Cup.
We have an FA Cup game against who's it again?
Yeah, Preston.
Preston.
Yep. Yeah, that's
I
what
don't know. Is that...
Isn't this
Oh, so the first-
Middlesbrough game at Wimbledon?
No, that's not.
No, it's at Middlesbrough.
Middlesbrough.
There's 2 legs. It's home and away.
So the first leg is going to be...
oh wait, since when was there 2 legs?
It's always been 2 legs.
There's always been 2 legs.
It's always been 2 legs.
Marshall, do you remember when we played Spurs in the semi-final? We played them home and away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember just going to penalties and Mason Mount missing his. That's all I remember.
No, that's different. That's different. That was early rounds. That was another year.
That was
2020.
Yeah, that was Lampard's first season.
The first leg is literally on January the 8th. Yeah, so the first leg for Chelsea, January the 8th. Second leg will be on January the 22nd. And then I think the final is
I was going to say, they're going to have to change it because that first leg is 2 days after we face Preston. So they'll have to change the Preston date.
They'll probably suspend the FA Cup game. I wouldn't be surprised if they suspend the FA Cup game.
I don't know. Just play it like a day earlier, man.
Apparently,
Like 2 days earlier.
Apparently, this is the last season they're doing that too. The home and away leg, I think, in the Carabao Cup.
I'll take that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what Jose's saying. But
I'll take that. And if I'm
Yo,
Poch,
Fabrizio says,
I'll be real.
True,
If I'm Poch, I'm destroying them that first leg, like playing my best team, and in the second leg I'm resting as many players as I can.
I think that's the smart approach.
A second leg's when you can do your 4 centre backs thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sit back in the
Oh, fucking
bringing it back to the topic though, how much money do we get for the Carabao Cup
nothing.
if we win that?
Literally, like
It's
next to
peanut
nothing.
to Chelsea. To Chelsea's
£5?
It may as well be, honestly.
Chris.
It's
All right, well,
nothing
we get
to
a
the
trophy and Conference League, which wait, so
Hey,
what
we're never
happens
in-
if
we're
we
never
win
in
the
the
Conference League and we win the FA Cup? Do we
We go to
automatically
Europa
just
League.
go to
And
Europa?
we go into the Europa League.
Yeah, and someone
And what
else
happens to the
Second
second
place
place get
takes-
Conference League?
most likely.
Yeah, no. Then it means then it will give the league. So I think at the moment the way it works. Let me get the thing up.
Oh, you get
Sure.
500k apparently. Yeah, peanuts.
England.
Yeah, 500k is not that much.
That's like 2 of our players' wages per week.
Oh my god, not with the new wages. Not with the new wages.
Maybe we might have that.
Now our players are
maybe,
brokies.
maybe if we win the obviously Carabao Cup, we get to final. We actually somehow win it. We get that European pull again. Just
From the Chelsea, you become a broke bitch.
You are
I was going to say. So we've got. So the way it works currently. So there's one Europa League place. So in the table at the start of the season, so 7th is Conference League. Sorry, 7th is Conference League. If we were to get win the FA Cup, I'm pretty sure getting the FA Cup, if you win it, gets you Europa League, which means 8th would get Conference League. And then, for example,
okay.
if we finished 8th, then 9th place would get Conference League.
Interesting.
I
Interesting.
it would be nice actually though. And well, I don't.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
don't-
about right, Scott.
I don't want to be in the Conference League if we actually do win the Carabao Cup, but I don't want to be in the Conference League. But if we win that trophy, then we collected all of them again. I guess. It's another
Yeah.
trophy they collect. Even though
Also,
it's
another
lower.
question I had is: if we win the Carabao Cup, does that mean next season when we play it again, do we get a better?
You mean, do we start in a higher round?
Yeah.
I'll start a later
Or is
round.
that, is that solely dependent on where you land
I
on the
don't
table?
know.
I
asked
think
you a
that depends
question,
more on
guys.
league position.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
I think I genuinely don't know. But yeah, Jacob, FA Cup gets Europa League, Carabao Cup gets Conference League.
There you go. That answers your question. But yeah, so good prize money. I wonder if it's just for participating in the Club World Cup. if you're just one of the clubs that happens to be in that Club World Cup, you automatically get the £50 million, which is a lot. That's a lot.
I don't know, maybe.
That's insane just to be in it.
It is insane actually because it's not like there's not any really big teams in except for the team who's won the Champions League. There's like you're just against a bunch of Brazilian teams who ain't that big.
Huh?
That is what is happening?
Whose background is that?
Is that Oliver? Or is that Scott?
No, it's Ahmed. Ahmed, your background went crazy.
Is it? Oh my bad. I got two
Your
wrong.
background went
I got
crazy.
two wrong.
What? Are you sure? Oh, it's
Yeah,
Alexa. That's why. It's 10:30. That's why.
Oh.
Alexa, stop. My bad.
Look at Alexa.
My,
You want Alexa to be part of the panel, man?
No. It's because I have an alarm at 10:30, which reminds me of something. That's why.
Okay.
And then it does that silent sleeping music. My apologies.
That was white noise?
No, it wasn't
No,
white
this
noise.
yeah,
It's
literally. No, it's not. It's like the sleepy tunes that you could just listen to, and then you just. I mean,
like calming, calming.
yeah.
Kind of.
It sounded like you left the TV on. You still have cable, man.
No cable, no cable.
You left it on one of those staticky channels. You know what I'm saying?
No cable, no
Some people
cable.
use that to go to sleep.
Just my.
Anyways, let me go back. I keep going off topic. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So, 50 million to participate. That's insane, and it makes me wonder if that's actually the entry. But also, Chris, what do you mean? Like,
What do I mean?
these are all Champions League winning teams that are in this tournament. It's not just nobody teams.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, wait. Oh, I think.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
No, it won't be.
No, because PSG are in it.
I'll say Benfica are in it.
Wait, okay.
they're big teams.
I got mixed
They're
up.
not Champions League winning teams.
Yeah, they're not Champions League winners.
I still got kind of mixed up. I thought it meant the other Club World Cup what we won previously.
Wait, so what? Wait, if they're not Champions League winners or past Champions League
Because
winners,
they win the league and shit. I
So,
don't know.
right, so the
What
way it
is it?
works, I would tell you the other day. So, us and City get in based on
Yeah.
previous Champions League, the fact we won basically,
Yeah.
previous performance in the Champions League. But there are 8 places, or I think there's 8 or 10 places for European teams. So those other 6 to I think it's 10 teams in total. So those other 8 spots are based on coefficient over the last 4 years. So for
I think Porto
example,
might be in there.
Bayern's in there. I think there's like 4 confirmed teams, and it's like Bayern, Benfica,
Oh, Benfica
PSG,
might
and one other.
You'll have Real Madrid in there probably, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
I don't think they're
imagine
confirmed
so.
yet. I'll be honest. I don't think they're confirmed yet. Oh no, they might be. I think it made.
I was going to say because they won it and they made a semi-final the year later. Like,
Yeah, I think they get it.
They might be in it as well. They might have been.
United and Arsenal won't get it unless Arsenal wins the Champions League.
I know there's a list out there. I think we spoke about it a few weeks ago, but I can't remember who exactly.
Find it. It's on Wikipedia. So yeah, so us.
Liverpool
Okay,
won't
yeah.
get
So
it.
us, Real Madrid, and City have got in based on the fact we're the past 3 winners of the Champions League. So basically, the way they do it, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, you can
There's
only have
12
2
spots.
clubs per
There's
nation.
12 spots for what's it called? 12 spots for the UEFA for Europe, and it's the 4 winners of the Champions League across the last 4 seasons. So this season plus then the past 3. That's why we get in. And then it's the top 8 teams based on coefficient, but also nation. Because as someone has commented, you can only get 2 clubs per nation. So like it's Porto, Benfica, it's Inter Milan and one other Italian team. It's PSG and one other. Oh no other French team, and then it's Bayern and one other German team, and there's also one other Spanish team to be decided as well. So you'd imagine it's probably Barca, Dortmund, and some other Italian team.
Wait, so say for example, Arsenal actually win the Champions League, right? Arsenal can't
It
enter
wouldn't.
it?
No,
If
no. I don't
not
actually
this
know
one.
what would happen. I don't
I
actually
feel
know.
like-
I don't actually know. I don't know what would happen in that
I'm not saying Arsenal
instance.
don't win it, but
But isn't
Just
this
a-
based off of previous winners because it's within the time frame, like within
Yeah,
the
yeah,
the
yeah.
That's what
window?
I'm saying. Like I don't know then what would happen in that instance. We might be kicked out at that point.
hey,
and
what
they'd
the
give us
fuck?
another spot.
But no,
Actually, don't know what would happen in that
actually, because that still won't make any sense though. Because in the last on years, we have been the better Champions League team.
Yeah, but it's based.
And
But if they won the Champions League,
yeah, but
then
we
they
won
get
it
in
too.
by on the Champions League. Yeah, but that was for years ago. So I think we'd be
Yeah,
kicked out at that point.
I
I would
not.
feel that we
We're
would
not
get
getting the next
in.
one probably.
I feel like they would get into the next one, not this current one. I feel
That's
like
what I was
that would be
thinking.
the
Maybe
right
they
thing.
get claimed to the next one because let's face it, not a
Yeah,
lot of English teams win it.
Just a quick question, quickly.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure both Chelsea and Fulham cannot play on the same day, right?
Yeah, we can't both play at home on the same day. So Fulham have to be home against Liverpool.
Yeah, so they have to change either the Chelsea fixture or the Liverpool fixture because they both got us playing at home on the 22nd of Jan. That could not happen.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the same for Carabao Cup because I know that's the case for other competitions. I don't know if that's the same for the Carabao Cup.
Probably is the same because, like, even from like a police perspective, I don't think they can handle two different things which are literally happening. Like 3 rows apart.
Oh, you mean security?
Yes, pro security. Yeah.
I mean, this is what happens sometimes, Scott. We just go completely off rails.
So this has gone wild. This has been a wild tangent.
Yeah, I mean, no, we were talking about Club World Cup, so I mean, there's prize money involved, and this thing is looking like it's actually going to happen. So,
I would say, by the way, like on a side note, just on that 50 million thing, just in a general sense of like, for most of the European teams, that isn't going to matter. I tell you what, if that's for every team, that's insane for like some of these other teams, like your CONCACAF teams, your CONMEBOL teams. Mm-hmm. That's insane.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised either. I mean, FIFA definitely just has that money. They're just a little frugal with it.
It's probably, I imagine it might be a bit of appeasement as well, because aren't the European sports courts, they're going to have the thing about the Super League tomorrow. The verdicts are going to come out if they can legally do it. Mm. So it might be a bit of appeasement. I don't know, maybe, but just to be fair, let's give it to everyone. I don't know.
Yeah. That could be true, but all right, let's move on to the next topic. But we'll definitely be keeping an eye on this, and this is definitely going to be an interesting event that is going to happen in the future, which is the Club World Cup, the different format of it. But all right, let's continue on to the next topic, which I had here.
It's every 4 years anyway, so
yeah, potentially director of football. So let's see. I'm interested in seeing what this is about. What you guys think. So, according to Sport Witness, Real Betis director of football Ramon Planes is almost expected to join Chelsea if Pochettino remains as manager. That's according to Mucho Deporte, who say information incoming from London indicates that Chelsea may move to reunite Planes with Pochettino.
I thought we already had one.
We don't technically have a director of
football. I was going to say, like, they are the two. When Stanley and Stewart, I think, are
they're co-sporting directors.
De facto. They're de facto sporting directors by the fact there's no one else there. But like, because I think obviously the plan was Edwards, because it got reported they were basically made co-sporting directors due to the fact we didn't get anyone else.
Yeah.
I think we're. Well,
I don't know who we.
Did you say Edwards? You said Edwards, right, Scott?
Yeah. Based on the fact we didn't.
We're going to wait on Edwards. Yeah. And then we never pulled a trigger on the other ones too, which were Paul Mitchell and there was another one in there too. I can't remember his name. So yeah,
I think it was just
Edwards. I don't think Edwards is coming. I don't think Edwards is coming. That's the thing. I think it's Edwards kind of already retired
from. I think he's basically retired from that job. Like he owns his own company that deals with like.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what they deal with in sport, but they deal with football teams, like to do with something. But he has his own company now.
I'm gonna assume. And I could be wrong, so take this with a pinch of salt. I'm going to assume these guys work together at Betis. No, where was
they worked together at Tottenham?
It was at Tottenham.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I was going to say like what was the Spanish club that
Espanyol.
Watch was in Espanyol.
Oh no, he might have worked together. They might have worked together.
Scott, I don't know about Spurs though, because wasn't Paul Mitchell with Spurs?
He was, but I don't think Paul Mitchell was ever sporting director. Although I could be wrong. Might have been. Let me check. He was sporting director at Tottenham between 2014 and 2015. Let me check. Pochettino. He worked with him at Espanyol and at Tottenham.
Oh, okay. So it was both. Okay, Espanyol and Tottenham. Interesting. I mean, I don't know how to feel about this really. Like,
he also worked at Barcelona as well.
Oh well, it's like I like the accolades. I like the CV, but at the same time, like, do I want more people in the kitchen? Like, I feel like
my thing with this is, why are we building the sporting department around Pochettino? It should be the other way around. The manager should be hired by the sporting people. We're basically
Wasn't
building the backroom around Pochettino when it should be the complete other way around.
Same thing we did against Potter. We did for Potter.
Yeah, I mean,
Because the thing is, the sporting director is supposed to kind of inform your longer term vision. And
But Oliver it was when Stanley and Lauren Stewart that had the short list that had Poch in it, so they chose Poch.
yes, but then why is this guy coming?
Yeah, I mean that's.
We're bringing this guy in around Pochettino when it should be independent. That's the ideal scenario.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, true.
I'm looking at the signings Barca made, by the way, while he was sporting director, and they are interesting.
Oh boy.
That was the Bartomeu era, wasn't it?
Yeah. So the signings, the permanent signings that they made in the during the 2020 to 2021 season when he was sporting director, he was there earlier. But yeah, the 1 year he was at Barca in a sporting director capacity, as it's put down as on Transfer Market, they signed Pedri, big plus.
Oh.
They signed Francisco Trincao. They signed Matheus Fernandes, who was some Brazilian dude from Palmeiras. They signed Pjanic. That was that whole, the old
the Arthur deal, right?
I can't even. Yeah, that was what is it like, the money laundering, the old money laundering. Yep. And they signed Serginho Dest.
Yeah, those aren't the best signings, are they? Huh?
You've got one hit there with like Pedri.
I was going to say of all of those signings, there is only currently one still at the club.
Yikes! I mean,
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt though, because that's the Bartomeu era, and the whole club was just a complete shambles at the time.
Yeah, maybe keep this guy away from the club. I don't. He gets a big club, gets big signings, and these are the players he signs. I don't know about that. I was actually thinking about Pjanic the other day. Pause. Where is he?
I ain't got a clue.
Saudi Arabia, I think.
Get
or
the
like
fuck,
Qatar or
really
something. I think he's. Yeah, he's in. He's not in Saudi Arabia. He's in the UAE.
Where the hell is UAE?
It's the United Arab Emirates.
Oh my days! Damn. How the mighty have fallen. Jesus Christ. Yeah, well, he was actually never in that caliber. Yeah, very lost Barcelona.
I will say, I don't know what his title the year before, or like for a couple of years, was Director of Professional Football, whatever the fuck that means. And just looking at the signings they made the previous year, never mind, they're terrible. Never mind. I saw the first one. I was like, oh, that's not too... Never mind.
What was the first one?
Carry on. So it's Frankie de Jong.
Okay, that's not bad.
Emerson. Royale.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about him.
Neto.
Royale.
Yeah, Neto. The other, money laundering transfer.
Oh,
Griezmann.
Oh my god, that Griezmann one's really bad.
Cucurella, which I believe was them buying him back from Eibar. So that was a buyback.
Oh, okay.
Junior Firpo. And Braithwaite.
Nice. Jesus.
Oh,
okay,
no.
let's keep this guy away.
I'd forgotten how bad Barca were at signing some players in the late 2010s.
Yeah, the whole Bartomeu thing post Neymar, that was horrible.
The year previous as well, 2018, Arthur, Kraken, Longley, Malcolm, Vidal, fair enough, and Todibo.
Longley, I forgot
hell,
about
these
Longley.
are shocking. And these aren't this is the thing, this isn't Todibo now. This isn't Todibo after Nice. This list is horrible of signings. Holy shit.
It was ever since the Neymar sale, they've just been they were a shambles, honestly, under Bartomeu.
There's a couple of decent ones like AC, Christensen, Kunde.
That wasn't the Bartomeu signing. That was
over 100. These man spent over 100 million euros on Malcolm, Longley, and Arthur.
Damn.
Where's Malcolm now? Is in the what? Is in Saudi League?
Who's that? Yeah, Malcolm in the Saudi League.
Yeah, I know that because of FIFA.
That's insane.
Where's Arthur now?
I think
Arthur
is at Juve?
Juve. He's still at Juve, I think.
Oh, he's still there.
No. No, he's gone on loan. He's gone on loan to Fiorentina, I believe.
Oh right. Oh no, I remember because I watched him against Roma. Yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah, I forgot how bad Barca was.
Wasn't, by the way, Jez, Todibo wasn't like into the academy. He was like brought into the first team.
That's so bad. But
that
gives me. Well, this guy didn't sign all of those. He's just signed part of them in the beginning of the era, right?
Well, it depends whatever this director of professional football means. If that's their equivalent of a sporting director, these are the transfers he's had. These are
keep him the fuck away from Chelsea, please.
His body of work is, let's be nice and say, questionable.
Okay, that's being nice. That's being very nice. Let's not. So please stay away from my club. I hope this is fake news. And we move to the next topic I had in mind here, which is Jose Mourinho did a little bit of an interview with John Obi Mikel on the podcast, and I pulled out some chunks of it. If you guys want to listen to it, obviously go listen to it. Yeah, by all means, definitely listen to the Obi-Wan podcast if you want the full interview. But let's start with this first part of the interview. Jose Mourinho describes the standards at Chelsea. Every match at the Stamford Bridge that we weren't winning by 2-goal difference at halftime, I would be mad. Which, hey man, that's pretty elite mentality, especially coming in to Stamford Bridge when he did in the beginning. I don't know. Do you guys feel that was the standard?
I feel like we kind of need something like that now, but like I'm not sure these players are like ready for that. But yeah, like it's a different era back then. We're a different type of players. Those are like elite, mentally like players. Like it's just different time. But yeah,
we were undefeated at home for like 4 years, weren't we?
Yeah. Like it's like
it was
4
just
years.
Unprecedented.
Different team now. Like we're a team now what's obviously underperforming. The manager probably hasn't got that in him, like Jose, of course. Like Jose and obviously Poch is just two different men. But yeah, like Jose was just a different man back then.
I mean, the closest anyone's come in recent times is Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah.
He's the closest.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't even make it, bro.
I was just saying,
Was it like 2 years?
Bro, that was fugazi as shit, I can't lie, because there was so many games in that season where they nearly went unbeaten. There were so many games they should have lost. There were so many games they should have lost.
Yeah, I remember that.
I wish we had that now, though. If we weren't winning by 2, our man should be shouting now. We'd be lucky by winning by 1 goal in halftime.
Yeah, right. But let's go on to the next comment that he had, which was Jose Mourinho confirms he wants to stay at Roma. So for those of you, Chris, that want him to come to Chelsea,
you can say that now.
I don't know what you're talking about, Chris. This is pretty much confirmation that he's staying at Roma. I want to carry on coaching here with our FFP limitations. We need to think about investing in the kids with potential rather than players who are already established and have no room for improvement.
Mad.
Well,
sounds like a yes man to me.
No, to be fair, no. The thing,
yeah.
I think that's just common sense. Like he's using his brain.
Yeah.
I think it just shows that if he came here, like it would not be the same.
Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah,
I didn't actually realize this was the case. Like this is why he was playing so many kids. I just thought, oh, maybe he's changed. Nah, maybe not. It's just because they can't afford to go and buy loads of big players, so they have to play the youngsters.
Well, of course, it's Roma. They haven't really got all the funds. They don't win the league. They barely get top 4 like now. So yeah, like that's why they can't buy many players. But him saying he wants to stay at Roma, he only saying that because like if he said, "Oh, I want to move away," that doesn't look good. It'd be like Lukaku all over.
That makes sense, yeah.
Like you know, like people gonna say
That's
that
true.
type of shit. If Chelsea, right, if we start Pochettino and we came in for Jose, you think he's rejecting it for a time stint? I'd be very shocked if he did reject it.
Honestly, though, but like if he wanted to give a political answer that wasn't like biased towards staying, he probably could. If he was, because I didn't watch the interview. If he was asked like, "Hey, so how do you feel about your future and stuff?" He's like, "Right now, I am signed under Roma, and we will see what the the owner says, if they give me another contract, yes or no, yada yada. Like they would have just beat around the bush, kind of. And I did the worst impression of Jose, so bear with me. But
I don't think he's done too bad at Roma though over the years.
No, I don't think so either. I think he's held a standard.
He's actually, I think he's improved Dybala over the years because Dybala at Juventus just weren't doing it, and then I know
over
Dybala
the years.
Like,
yeah,
how old do you think
he's not improved Dybala in any sense of the word.
And just on,
you think
okay,
is?
no, but hang on. At Juventus, he weren't really doing much, and then he comes to Roma.
Yes, he was.
He wasn't doing as good as he was at Roma. Come on, he wasn't doing that
Chris,
good.
how old do you think Dybala is?
Dybala's like 29 or something.
Okay, he is 30, but you weren't that wrong.
I
don't think he's gonna improve him much. He's already in his
I
prime.
wanted Dybala when he's like 21 or something. He's like a wonder kid. I remember like when he's first come to the scene, like.
But hang on a minute, just on Roma as a club, by the way. What's that?
I was like, Chris, you know he only got 2 more goals last season than he did in his final season at Juve.
Wait, what's he? But how many? Okay, I need to look at the game time, like how many games he played in Juventus.
Take your
No,
time,
but
Chris.
no, like
in 300 less minutes. In 300 less minutes.
At Roma, I'm guessing, because he gets a lot more injured. I think,
Yeah, I'm not including the like. This is in the league. This is not including cups. And
I just felt maybe because he's playing. Alright, maybe in my head, right? Because he's playing for Roma, right? And he's more like, I can see him more like he's like that shining light at Roma, but at Juventus he wasn't because they have other players. I don't know, but like I felt like he's done better at Roma. Because I'm not gonna say like I don't watch every Serie A game. I watch like a handful, like at best if I'm watching on Discord or something with Jose or something. But yeah, or Will.
I tell you what, this guy's been. I didn't realize how consistent he's been. He's had double-figure goals in every single year he's been in the Serie A, outside of 2.
To be fair to what Chris is saying too, when Dybala was at Juve, Ronaldo was still there.
Yeah.
So Ronaldo was kind of like taking away. Like 2.
In what year?
This was 3 seasons ago, right? 4 seasons ago?
Ronaldo was like there 4 seasons ago.
He was there. I think his last season there was 2020-21.
The season we won the Champions League.
Yeah, that would make sense.
By the way,
He got 4 goals in
saying
the
he
league.
wasn't
That would make sense, actually. That would make sense.
Ronaldo was still there, and he was. I think at the time, whoever the manager for Juve was,
that was Pirlo at the time.
Was it?
Yeah, it was Pirlo.
Was it Pirlo?
No, it was still Pirlo.
Yeah, it was.
Allegri
didn't have Ronaldo, Scott. He never had Ronaldo.
Yeah, and then I think
it was
Pirlo liked playing. I think Pirlo liked playing Ronaldo as not Ronaldo. Dybala as a number 9.
So what Sarri did? Sarri played a 4-4-2 diamond and had Ronaldo and Dybala as the 2 strikers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Sarri was there. Yeah, and injuries did affect his career, which is why I never, reached the heights that I should have. Yeah.
Very good playmaker. Can score. Can
How many
pass.
goals? Wait, Sky, you just checked, right? How many goals does he have this season, Dybala, so far?
He's had played month as well this season. He's had 4, I think he said.
Yeah, he's had 4 goals and 6 assists. To be fair, like
10.
That's terrible.
He's been creative.
That's not terrible. I can't complain. I still don't want him at the team. I mean, I'm glad we never got him.
For 12 minutes,
how cheap he was. Yeah, but like, look at who we have as I was gonna say.
I'm just saying.
Carney.
We don't have to rely on him.
Yeah, we got Cole Palmer.
We got Cole Palmer, who's been okay.
No, I'm putting him as a 10 or something like.
Yeah, but
behind the
Gallagher
striker.
plays. And you love Gallagher. He's your favorite player, right?
No, I fuck off. Like, who my favorite player is.
Let's continue.
I don't mind Gallagher though.
Let's continue on with the interview. Jose Mourinho. This is about Salah. So when people say I let Salah go, I say exactly the opposite. I bought Salah. He was going to Liverpool, and I made a war to make him come to Chelsea. He didn't want to wait. He wanted to go on loan. Then Chelsea sold Salah, not me. Ooh.
The thing is,
I mean, he's got a point there.
Yes, I was talking.
Plus, Salah wasn't good for us.
Yes, like I was talking to, I think I was talking to you, Oliver, on Discord about it. Like, literally, we did give Salah chances. It's not like we didn't give him game time. We gave him game time. What Jose did, and he wasn't good enough at that point. And Jose knew he wasn't ready, but he still wanted to keep him because he's the one who brought him in. So he obviously had plans for him for the future. How old was he at Chelsea? Like 20, 21? Like he
would have been young, yeah.
Like he just weren't ready at that time. Go on loan, yeah, fine, but he still wanted to go after the loan. So yeah, like that's not.
He would have been 20 at that time. Yeah.
Salah, for me, like Salah going, that's not on Jose. Or I never even thought it was on Jose's fault because Jose actually did play him. There was a handful of games he definitely played. I remember him against Shrewsbury as well. Like when he took the shot and it went out for a throw. The guy hit it so wide, it is unreal, man. It's worse, when you laugh about Madueke's shot, like hitting the back of the stand. At least this went actually direct towards the goal in a way, but like Salah's shot went out for a throw in somehow.
So I mean, it's nice to see some clarity years after because I feel like a lot of the fan base, well, I think a good amount of the fan base blamed Chelsea, but there was a portion of the fan base that would weaponize Jose, weaponize Salah to use against Jose
and De Bruyne.
For example,
I'm just going to point something out. I completely I'm not saying Salah was good, but I completely understand why Salah went out on loan.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
They bought. So he is right. He bought them from Basel. Let me see when he signed. So he bought him from Basel in January, and between then and the end of the season, he played 4 games. And in the start of the season, between the start of the season in January when he was loaned out to Fiorentina, he played 3 games, all of which are on the bench. So, like, just gonna say, don't really kind of buy this because, like, I'd understand Salah in his position as well. I played 7 games since 7 games in a year, like at least half of which came off the bench. Like.
He started. I remember one Premier League game is Arsene Wenger's 1,000th game. Didn't he start that game? He
scored in it.
He did. He scored a 6th goal.
I don't know if he started that or not.
I can't remember if he started that game, but he definitely played that game. I just remember a few games he definitely played. I just felt like he was no ability like of Mudryk or something. There's no difference between him and Mudryk. The only difference is Mudryk actually gets to play more games because we don't have the quality.
He was more proven than Mudryk at the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's no. I don't think there's any difference with a player. Like Mudryk isn't proven, neither was he. But Mudryk gets more of a chance because we don't have the greatest squad. Like we have to use Mudryk because we don't have anyone else, to be honest. So yeah.
Yeah. Going on to the other player that didn't get a chance at Chelsea, Kevin De Bruyne. I almost said Kyle De Bruyne. Wow. Jose Mourinho on why Kevin De Bruyne was sold. We went to preseason in Asia. We went to Indonesia, Thailand, and Kevin was due to go on loan to a German side. I told the club, no, I don't want him out on loan. I want him with me. He stayed with me, and he began Premier League season playing in the starting 11. After that, we played the European Super Cup in Prague against Bayern, and he didn't play that game. Then the next day, he wants to leave. We played the second Premier League game of the season against Manchester United at Old Trafford, and we drew 0-0. He was on the bench, and he played some minutes, but it wasn't enough for him, so he wanted to leave. When you are at Chelsea and you want to leave, go, and another one comes. They were just kids who couldn't wait, and their careers say they were right. But it wasn't down to me. Probably other guys will say I pushed them out, but not them.
What's he talking about?
Well, Kevin De Bruyne wanted to leave Chelsea because he wanted more playtime. But
No. I'm just trying to work out what he said at the start. Like, he wasn't.
This is kind of what I told the club no.
No. Like,
I don't want him out on loan.
What?
Yes, man.
No, the European Super Cup thing. Like,
yeah,
we played the European Super Cup. Didn't we play that in 2012, 2013?
Yeah, the one with Lukaku missed the penalty.
Yes,
Yeah, he wasn't the manager.
No, yeah.
No, that was 13-14 because we won the Europa League with Benitez.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why I'm getting fucking confused. That's why I was getting mad confused. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a fucking second.
Trying to do the math in my head now, but when he's in there.
Unless I'm going nuts, he wasn't here.
Something's not something.
Oh no, he was here. Bro, I'm getting confused. I can't lie. I'm just getting mad confused.
It didn't also help De Bruyne when he played at right mid, I guess.
Shit out of myself.
But this is why you can't. when it comes to transfers, it's so rich for people to say, just sell him, just get rid of him. When the Lukaku saga says, like, well, what's wrong with this club? Why don't you just sell the player? Like, just sell him. Doesn't always work that way. There's 3 people involved: Chelsea, the other club, and the player himself. Sometimes 4 if you want to include the manager. Usually that coincides with the player. So in this case, like, it sucks that we didn't end up keeping De Bruyne, because now in hindsight you see what kind of a player he is and just how world class he is. But De Bruyne wanted to play football and he wasn't getting it at Chelsea. The standard was too high at Chelsea. And I get it. Chelsea's not for everyone. And Jose says it right there.
Oh my God. No, man. Let's not do that, bro. Please, man.
It's true.
The Chelsea standards were too high nonsense, okay? Because literally 2 seasons after we left, we went into a decline. Okay, let's not do that, bro. But like, I'll be honest, yeah. KDB obviously leaving. It is what it is, man. We move. You know what I mean? I always say, man, you win some, you lose some. On to the next one. And on that one, we just lost a talented player.
A question for you. Question. Didn't we win the Premier League the season Jose came in?
Season after.
No, we didn't.
Yeah,
We won
It was a season after.
we finished second,
He
right?
came in.
The bar was high.
He came in 13-14, and we won it in 14-15.
Yes.
The bar was high. How do you say it's not high? We had Cesc.
I mean,
We had Costa.
we went Oscar. That was the main competition for the number 10. That's what it would have been.
No, yes, I can imagine. Imagine we had De Bruyne, like, with Hazard, Costa, Cesc, and all these players. Like, it would have been amazing. And De Bruyne would have lasted until like now, basically. Now he's getting injured a lot, but like, yeah, he would have lasted for a good while as well with this team. What hurts, but like Ahmed said, you just move on.
Like, yeah, I think it kind of is annoying in terms of like, and this I don't blame Mourinho for. It's not necessarily his fault, because like. Sure. I'm trying to just look here, like the games De Bruyne played and when he joined, because that's what I'm having so much trouble trying to find. I can't, for the life of me, friggin' work out when he joined and like when he was playing.
Vic is right, by the way. Vic is right. Yeah, Vic is right. That's the point I make, which is that these guys needed time, and sadly, that's not what we were at the point. But you know, the sad thing was, we won the last EPO we won was in 2016, basically 2017 summer. And then after that, basically, you've seen what's happened. No EPL since. And we could have done with our KDB at that point. If we had done the loan thing where we kept sending them out on loan to like a club consistently.
Yeah, but like the thing is, like, you can tell based on the, like, if what Mourinho said is true in terms of the De Bruyne thing, like, you can tell that like, he had way too much confidence in himself.
Sure.
Be like,
and if you believe what we said about Salah, then the club settled him, not Jose.
And the thing with Salah though is like you could tell he wasn't really good enough. Like I maintain that he wasn't good enough. In terms of us, like Salah, I have no issues with us selling because he wasn't good enough. De Bruyne, I have issue with us selling because we never gave him an opportunity at like the club in general. And I'm just looking at it here. So so we signed him and sent him back on loan. And then the next season, sent him out on loan again to Werder Bremen. And then the season afterwards, when Jose came in. So it's like, we bought this guy, sent him out on 2 loans. And it's like...
But Jose wanted to play him and didn't want to send him out alone again. And that's when, I guess, De Bruyne got frustrated. But how did he end up getting sold? You know, why not just go on another loan? That's the confusing part.
I don't know. I just feel like... I do feel sorry for De Bruyne, but I do also understand when could he have played.
I mean, you don't need to feel sorry for De Bruyne, man. He's now one of the greatest in the world, and he plays at one of the best clubs in the world. So,
no, I feel sorry for Chelsea because we didn't keep him.
Yeah, you should feel sorry for Chelsea. Let's go on to the last comment that I got from this interview, which is Jose Mourinho on the title. I would say Manchester City 51%, Liverpool 49%, and Arsenal, nah.
Never changed, Jose.
Jose never changed, man. Proper Chelsea right there. But yeah, like I said, guys, if you want to listen to the rest of the interview, the Obi-Wan podcast is where you would listen to. Did any of you guys listen to it? I know you guys actually listened to that.
Outside just a couple of clips, like I saw that clip that you just mentioned, the Man City one.
I went on YouTube video and seen a few clips. Yeah, I haven't watched the whole YouTube.
Yeah, there was. I saw like the trailer for it, like the highlights that Mikel put out, where it's like he mentioned about that. He talked about Wenger, and he talked about something else that again wasn't. Oh no, the first comment you put up about the 2-0 thing. That's all I saw.
Sure.
Looks like a lot of fun though.
Yeah, no, it definitely.
I remember he was talking about what's it, 13-14 when he went to Anfield for the Gerrard slip. Will we go there to ruin their party? That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. And I heard potentially Jose proposed an idea of having a Zoom call with
having like Lampard and a few others on there. Yeah,
it should be really interesting to have these guys just talk amongst themselves. Because like as much as people don't like Lampard, like hearing him talk about football and the stories he's had, it's entertaining.
I'll be completely honest. When it comes to those guys, like I'd much rather hear them talk about the stories and talk about the past. When it comes to football now and the future of football, I don't want to hear a single word that comes out of there now.
I don't.
We've seen enough of that this year, haven't we?
We got the PTSD.
Outside of Mikel, I can actually listen to like talk about football now, like because he sounds like he has some level, like he at least has some level of understanding of how football has changed. But like,
yeah.
Like, I don't want to hear Jose talk about football now. I don't want to hear Lampard talk about football now. I just talk about the past and the stories you have and like all that stuff, and I'll listen to that all day.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but yeah, that's Jose for you guys, and it's nice to see some clarity on the whole De Bruyne Salah situation, at least from his perspective. Obviously, we'll never know the full truth. There's always multiple sides to the story, but yeah, I mean, I see the fan base sitting, like CFC for life. I'm not saying you're going to do this CFC for life, but I feel like there's part of the fan base that if we did keep De Bruyne and Salah, there would have been so much hate towards them and sell them. These guys are bums.
I disagree, bro. By the way, I know stats aren't everything. I'm looking at De Bruyne's stats now. He was able to contribute straight. The fact we had Oscar at the 10, he was able to contribute straight away in that
really?
Chelsea team. I don't care. This guy was already getting double-figure goals in the Bundesliga for Bremen the season before he was sold. Like, and then he went to Wolfsburg. He
got the most assists in the whole of Europe, didn't he?
I was like, in the half season he was there, he only got 9 GNA. The next season, he got the most assists in Europe, which was 21 in the league. That's not in all comps, that's in the league. He also got 10 goals. And that was the season before he was bought. He was then bought the next season by City in January, funnily enough. So when you say you can't find people in January, yes, you fucking can.
And maybe the fans would have backed them. It seems like they would have. It would have made sense to back them. But so big up to Jez, who is friend of the channel, and he had a question to ask us. And the question is, can I ask y'all something? How do you feel about Poch winning the club, but Chelsea still struggling like this for the rest of the season? So probably referring to being stuck in 10th or 12th in the league. You still want him out. If we're talking just a Carabao Cup, my stance on that would be yes. I still want him out because I want a manager that, okay, yes, you got the ball rolling, but can you get the ball rolling in the right direction that we need you to? And that direction being getting us back to top 4, getting us to compete in Champions League, actually competing for the Premier League, and so on and so forth, and winning trophies consistently. I understand winning the Carabao Cup is an important thing to do, especially with this young team. We need to instill what it is to win, what it is to compete at the highest level, which it's Carabao Cup, but it's a step in the right direction. But is Pochettino going to be the guy that can stand stoic when we need him to, or is he going to crumble under pressure when he, like similar to how he did at Spurs? That's just my 2 cents on that. I don't know if you guys agree with me.
For me, if he does win the Carabao Cup, I think you just got back into it. I think he deserves the next season. I know he hasn't been perfect this season. He's done a lot of stupid shit, like playing Chilwell at left wing, playing 4 centre-backs, at times, or playing Enzo as a 10. His Panzer playing, always the greatest of play at times. It's boring. It's this, that, the other, side to side. But if he does win the Carabao Cup, I think he's got to get given that second chance for the second season. I think definitely the owners will. Like, they ain't second Pochettino if he wins the Carabao Cup. I don't see it all because we're actually in European football, at least, I guess. But yeah, Ahmed.
Háblame, Ahmed. Talk to me.
No, nothing. I just said, yeah, a Carabao Cup is giving you a second season is kind of crazy in my opinion. But
yeah,
but this team ain't the greatest team though.
I'm so sorry, bro. A Carabao Cup apparently is giving the second season is crazy in my opinion. You cannot
It
cannot
will.
swing it two ways. If this is a mid-table, if this is like a mid-table club that's like they don't win trophies all the time, or like the best they can get is that, then I understand it, bro.
I'm not saying be mid-table every season. I'm saying like next season, see if they can actually improve.
No. You're not getting my point. I'm saying for them, then it makes sense if they were to go a manager second season. But bro, I'm sorry, a Carabao Cup should not mean guaranteed. Second season. What are we doing, bro?
Chris, what if we go a year and we still don't have a style of play?
I seen style of play,
and we're still playing Cole at left back and etc.
I don't know what's going to happen next season.
I'm sorry, that just isn't a sustainable way to play football.
The thing for me, Chris, yeah, and I said this before. When we brought in Poch with these young players, the cup for me was like an added bonus. But for me, the main thing I wanted was to him to implement a style of play and to help improve these players in terms of progression. That is my main aims. And if he cannot do A and B, then why do I care about the Carabao Cup?
And the thing is, even if we got rid of Poch at the end of the season, we've still won the cup. The players have still won that. They still have the winning feeling. So we move.
I always
depending on what man you go with next as well.
I always said, for me, I don't necessarily what's the word? I don't necessarily need to see a Carabao Cup and FA Cup for me to feel invested in the thing. What I want is constant improvement, league improvement. Yeah, then I want to see. That's what I want to see. If we finish, for example, 6th or 7th, if we finish at 7th place, we don't win any cups, but I see a style of play, I see a style of progression, then I'm happy. You know what I'm saying to you? But like winning a Carabao Cup, I wouldn't have sacked him. But if seeing like let's say he wins the Carabao Cup, but he's still doing the same shit. But that's all shit.
Just a very slow style of play. What we're playing at.
I'll be honest. In terms of a second season, I don't know. In terms of just the rest of this season, if he wins the Carabao Cup, and depending on how he wins the Carabao Cup, like if we get played off the pitch by Liverpool in the final, say, and happen to nick us a lucky 1-0, I'll be gassed we won the cup, but it ain't going to mean anything. If we win the cup confidently, I'd give him till the end of the season.
That's what I'm saying.
I think Jez's question was, do you sack him at the end of the season?
That's what I'm saying. I don't. If we were to still then struggle to the end of the season, I don't know. I don't know if I'd give him a second.
That's the thing for me.
I still want improvement in the league. Yeah, I want us to actually try call
that's the thing for me. Scott. The thing for me is okay. If he wins the Carabao Cup, okay, we can just give him till the end of the season. But if I see just a Carabao Cup win and the same shitty tactics that we've been having and the same stuff that he's been doing, then I think he has to go. You get what I'm saying to you? I think that's
You wouldn't give him a second season?
Hell no. Again, for me, a Carabao Cup win should not guarantee a manager a second season. That's just stupid, bro. We need to be honest about that.
The Carabao Cup guarantees him European spot.
It does.
So are we? Listen, he can guarantee me a European spot, but if we have not, but if at the end of the season,
which
the players haven't improved.
Wait, by the way.
But no. I get Peter's point. If he wins the Carabao Cup, I'm happy, of course. But I'm talking about him as the manager, though. If he wins the Carabao Cup, but the same issues are still remaining, the same style of play issues are remaining, the same way we're playing, which is really bad and shitty, still remains, then why would we keep him?
Yeah,
I actually do agree with that. Like, we do need to improve our style of play. We need to play faster.
Listen, I can understand win the cup. I'm happy for him to win. I want him to win the cup anyway. You guys all know my thoughts and opinions. I've always said, this is the best way for us to get into Europe anyway, whether we like it or not. Like, our best chance right now to get to Europe is via the Carabao Cup right now, and maybe the FA Cup if we get a lucky.
Hey, Poch 2 does the double. He's definitely staying, by the way.
But I'm gonna add a big but. But if the same issues if the style of play remains, and the same things that I've been talking about that we've been seeing week in, week out remains, then he has to go, Brad, end of the season.
Can I ask you a question? Say, like you said, if he wins the Carabao Cup, do you think this ownership will sack him?
Probably not.
Probably not.
They won't sack him, in my personal opinion. But if I was that,
I don't think he gets sacked regardless. Like, unless if we were to finish the season today, I don't think he gets sacked at the end of the season.
That's what annoys me the most, by the way. That actually what annoys me the most as well. It's crazy, man. Because like,
Well,
I'll
hey,
be
they
honest,
said he'd be
guys.
under pressure if he lost the last 2 games, and he hasn't. So
Yeah, that's what I do agree, Peter. If there's actually a good available manager out there, like just out on the market, they might consider it.
Yeah.
So like I know
because you got to consider he's only got 1 more year left in his contract after this
yeah,
season.
real quick comment before you go. Like
Yeah, of
what in
course.
an ideal situation what I would like, and I think Scott would like this too. Because I know he rates his manager. In an ideal situation, what I would foresee happening to Chelsea is, okay, we keep Poch, we give him next season. This season, Poch wins the Carabao Cup. I think he stays next season, guaranteed. He builds off of that momentum and maybe improves the Premier League, improves in the table in the Premier League, and maybe retains another trophy, competes in, Conference League. Probably wins it. I would hope we win it, but you never know. And then you hand off that team to someone like Hansi Flick that can take it to the next level. That would be my ideal scenario. That's how I would escalate it, because I don't think Poch can take it to the next level. Someone like Hansi Flick, who has done it at Bayern, I think he could start taking his team to Champions League, top 4, competing in the league, winning FA Cups, winning the Carabao Cups. So I think then you hand off the team like that to Hansi Flick, because I don't see Hansi Flick being the type of a guy that comes into this team and has to work on a project per se. I think Hansi Flick, you hand him an almost ready project for him to just go and hit the ground running.
Yeah, I think so.
No disagreements.
No, that's the idea I've had from the start. Like even when Potter came, I already said like he'd be here for like a couple years to basically get this team into a state where they're like kind of like what I think is going to be the case with Eddie Howe at Newcastle. It's like you're the guy that's going to be here for like 2-3 years. You're going to make this team a top 4 team, like basically a mainstay in the top 4. But when we want to push on to win something, like win the league, win the Champions League, cool, you're gone. We're going to move you on to get in the next guy, the guy that's going to be the final like piece of that, like the guy that's going to come in to push you that further step.
Yeah, and that's kind of essentially what Hansi Flick ended up doing too, right? Like,
not really.
He took the club from who was the Bayern manager that got sacked and Hansi Flick?
It was Kovac.
What up, Pete? It's been a while. How you doing?
Good, man. I'm doing all right.
Much love, man. You're looking happy. You're looking sane. Not as invested at Chelsea as you used to be, so your mental health is good.
He's got the Phoenix Suns, man. He's got a good team to watch now, so he's happy.
Yeah.
I'm actually laying in bed with COVID, but you know. It is
Oh
what it
damn!
is.
Okay,
Hope
never
you're
mind.
doing well, bro.
God
What a turn of
damn.
events. What a turn of events.
Seriously, dropping the bomb on us. Dropping the COVID. We just got demonetized because he said COVID.
I mean, yeah, it is what it is.
God. You got CV in that in. We need to
I
start
don't think
calling
there's any chance this manager gets next season. I think you guys are all tripping.
What?
I hear
Like,
you.
no chance.
Oh damn.
Peter, can I ask you a
Arguably.
question? Why? How do I want to word this? Why would they not have sacked him yet then if they weren't going to give him next season?
Because they don't want to get caught in the same situation they were in once they sacked Potter.
That's kind of what I was saying. I think they're trying to save face.
Does that make sense, Scott?
Yeah, no, I get you. I just feel like
They're trying to give the illusion of patience, and the only way to do that is to actually give somebody patience.
okay.
So, in my mind, they're praying for Poch to get just enough results and to maybe scam this cup along the way to at least get some sort of European football. And then they can shake hands, go their separate ways, say they've mutually parted ways. It'll only cost them $8 million to let them go in the summer or whatever. And
That's
I'm
true.
sure they'll spend all spring, if they haven't already started, sounding out successors. I'm sure they will.
I also think as well, like I'm kind of creating the argument against what I asked anyway. Like you've got the argument as if in like there's that like 1% chance of if he somehow manages to turn it around and creates a style of play and we start moving up the league, you can then say, okay, we'll then keep him on at that point. Like there's that potential possibility.
I mean, yeah, if we go roaring up the table, does he get next season? Yes, but I think we finish somewhere between 6th and 10th, so I don't think that's really going to happen. I'm kind of extrapolating our form through the end of the season and the frustrating inconsistency. And I'm saying even if we do win the cup, I think they'll go their separate ways. But yeah, if we put together like a 10-match winning run, then of course they would be dumb to insist on sack, especially like if he does win this cup, by some grace of God, we actually do win this Carabao Cup and we break our Wembley curse, right? If there's one thing Chelsea fans don't like, it's when managers who win them stuff get sacked, whether rightly or wrongly. Especially with this ownership group, that would be the first trophy under their ownership. If they've then made the unpopular decision to sack him, even though I think it'd be the most justified sacking they've had so far, considering what we've seen and how it was touted to us and how they came to this decision in the first place, then yeah, there'd be pressure on them from that perspective. But nah, man, I don't think he's here past the summer at all. Whatever our last Prem game is, I think that's his last game.
Interesting.
What would make you change your mind on that?
Oh,
Probably
some crazy winning run and like shooting up the table and competing for like UCL spots and maybe a deep run in the other cup as well.
So what's the bare minimum? I should say, what's the bare minimum?
Let me look at
has
the
to
table.
do?
Let me look at the table because I don't even really want to give you guys like places. I think okay, so we have 22 points from 17 games. So in our final
Fucking hell.
games,
It triggered me right there.
yeah, that's not good, by the way. But in our final 22 games, if we can get 43 points to get us to 65, I think that will be enough for. So 65 last year would have been 6th place. So if we get 65 points this year, meaning we get 43 from our last 22, which is almost 2 points a game for the latter half of the season, considering we're at like 1.2 or some shit right now. Then yeah, I think maybe at that point you could reassess and say, oh, the team was really like doing well towards the end of the season. They won this, they did this, blah blah blah. Do I think we're gonna get to 65 points this season? Fuck no. I don't.
Right, so a sixth place, 5th place finish for you?
No,
is enough?
65 points, whether that's 7th or 5th. I don't care.
Carabao Cup matters or not?
Carabao Cup is hugely important.
Yeah, we need. This is the only way to get Europe. This is mainly our only way to get Europe.
Carabao Cup is hugely important. That would be his best case for staying with the fans, with the match-going fans, 100%.
Yep.
You would take a Carabao
not
Cup.
Not even just the match-going fans, just fans in general. Like,
yeah, true. You would take a Carabao Cup and 65 points, and that's enough for you to say, okay, he's gonna get next season.
Yeah,
I mean,
like look at
65
the table,
points is a lot. I think we have to win every single game, pretty much. Essentially,
Wow, how many?
we have to get 40-something points in our last.
He has to get 43 points in 22 games. If he does that, yeah, he can keep his job. I'm cool with that.
65 minus 22 is 40.
There you go. Do the math. Do the math.
43 out of 43. How many games have we got left now in the league?
22.
22.
18 or 19.
So that'll be 43. That'll be 43 points out of 66 available.
Yeah. If you
Okay,
can
that's
get
not
over 2/3 of the
terrible.
points, I'm
So
cool
that's
with
what?
that.
Hang on, what was that? 13. That means he could only afford 4 losses and a draw.
Yeah. Or 4 losses or a draw.
And
Or
the
he
draw
would
out of
probably.
our last-
Do I think that's going to happen? No.
Or 13 draws. Or 13 draws, hypothetically. Or 13 draws.
Oh yeah, we don't lose a game between now and the end of the season, despite the fact we play Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Brentford again.
Literally,
This is not happening, Peter.
you literally have to get that. You would have to get
you
13
asked me
draws.
what it
and
would take. In my eyes, if I were the decision makers, it would take something like that. I'm sorry.
No,
It would be a
you're right,
Herculean
though.
effort. Yeah, you would have to do a Herculean effort.
Okay,
bro, to make
let me
it happen.
ask you guys this. At the beginning of the season,
Mhm.
if I said 65 points, what would your reaction have been?
Easy.
I would have been there.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I would be like, babe, it probably sounds funny. Yeah.
65 points? That should be doable. We got a good team. We spent $1 billion. We got Poch, a proper manager. Yeah.
Okay, but like the only reason this sounds unrealistic is because we know deep down we're kind of garbage.
No, we're not kind of. We are.
In our current shape with a
No,
shit,
we
man.
are.
We're not even
Yeah,
good
we're
with a
pretty
shit, man.
bad.
So like,
Listen, I'm happy about the last game, but prior to
Also,
that game,
can I just point something out as well, by the way?
yeah.
65 points. If we'd have got that last season, that would have put us 6th.
Wow, that's not bad, eh?
Like, if we would have got that last season, we would have been 6th place. If we would have got that the season before, that would have put us in
6th place again as well. 6th place again.
If we would have got that the season we won the UCL, that would have put us in 6th place, depending on goal difference.
I was going to say that would have put us 6th place basically every single year up until 2019-20, which would have put us 5th. It's bro. Do you know? Hang on a second. There is never in the last.
It's not a lot.
In the last 9 years of Premier League football. So this is the furthest I can go back is 2014-15.
Yeah.
65 points has never gotten you in the Champions League.
No, it's never gotten you in. I don't think it will get us in. My point is.
No, I know. It's just that. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We're the point number one, we're kind of screwed. Point number two, the fact that that's not an unrealistic expectation at the beginning of the season, but now that seems totally out of reach, shows you how bad we've been. And I just don't think these guys are going to forget that. But hey, if we get to 65 and we win this cup, I'll advocate for them. I will. Maybe against
if we get to 65 points between now and the end of the season, bro, I'm gonna go Poch in. Like I'll be Poch in. Like,
I mean, I will preface this. Like, I might be Poch out right now, but it doesn't mean I can't change my mind in the future.
I was talking
if he ends up like
this last week, bro. Yeah. Like, look at our next 4 fixtures in the Prem, and look at our FA Cup 3rd round fixture. There's no reason we can't string together results and build confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Wolves is a tough side, but we should.
I'm tired of this.
I was gonna say like that. Marshall, this is the thing we said about the 60. Like we just said about the 65 points. Yeah, like so that was 4 losses. That means if we get that, considering we have to play Villa away, we still have to play United at home. We have to play Arsenal. We have to play Newcastle. We have to play Tottenham again, City, and Liverpool. That's 7 teams I've just mentioned. That means we're beating at least 3 of those teams. Those are teams that we have struggled to beat the entire season. Like some of those teams we've struggled against this season. There are other teams I could include in there as well that we've struggled against, but it's like those are big teams that we could like do something against, and that means we.
That's not mentioning the Trondheim Super Team when they come to Stamford Bridge.
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot about that.
Guys, we have Liverpool at the end of January. I just saw that.
Yeah, that's without Jackson as well.
Liverpool at home, by the way, at Anfield.
Yeah, I know that's without our top goal scorer as well.
I mean, they're gonna be missing Salah too, but I mean,
yeah, they've still got Szoboszlai and they've still got Trent. There's no one else in that attack that I'm like, yeah, they've still got. And I'm like, oh, okay. Saying that, we'll probably concede 3.
Well, like that would just be my criteria. So, do I actually think he's going to keep his job beyond the summer? Like, no, I don't.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna remember this conversation. It's interesting. Like
guys, look at the table. We are bad.
It's not good.
Even if we had like 5 more points at this point in this season, I'd probably feel differently. Like if we were in 8th instead of 10th right now, where West Ham are right now, I'd probably feel differently about this conversation.
I'll say that's what's annoying about this.
I think we need European football. And since we're so far back, and I mean, yeah, it's only like 6 points, but I don't know if I don't think we're gonna get there via the league. I don't think we are.
Yeah. We should
but like that's what's so Peter, that's what's so annoying. Like if you take some of our results, like if you literally just take the Forest game, the Bournemouth game, and let's just say trying to see other games we played. Let's just say as well the Brentford game, right? That's 8 points. Like if we just win those games, and that would put us 6th.
Bro, fuck that. Give me a win against Bournemouth and draws against Forest and whoever else. That's 4 points. And we're in 9th, but we're in touching distance of the European places.
Yeah, because that's the annoying part. I think Scott was going to allude to this, that we're so close to like that 8th position, and then from there up, every team is really close.
Marshall. Fuck 8th for a second. I said 5th. We're within touching distance of like just missing out on of getting fifth, which is just missing out on Champions
Yeah.
League potentially, depending on whether City and
I think
Arsenal can pull their
points
finger
away
out this season.
from fifth
That-
place,
Yeah.
right?
Like if the Premier League teams can pull their finger out in Europe like this season, that's potentially Champions League football in fifth. And we're with it. Like if we just won a couple of games against teams we should be beating, regardless of what team we have, if it wasn't for this manager, like we're in touching distance of Champions League. That's how stupid this is. That's how dumb this is.
Yeah, with
Never
two
mind
wins.
seventh, never mind eighth. We're in touching distance of the Champions League, of Champions League football.
I don't understand why like how United are so far away from us, man. Because I watch a lot.
We're
United.
we're 2 wins away from
Because they
matching
don't
United's
draw,
points.
Chris. They win or they lose.
Yeah,
they don't draw. Yeah,
they don't
exactly.
draw, yeah, you are right. Yes, they don't draw. They lose or win. Yeah, that's it. But like
Mm-hmm.
their defending hasn't been that much better than Chelsea's, I
Of
don't
course,
think. And
it doesn't
their
matter if you
attack
win
is
3-0
god
as
awful.
long as you win 1-0 every other
Yeah,
week.
yeah. I know, like points are points. Like they
If
can
you
win
win
like
one and
1-0.
lose one, you end up with 57 points at the end of the season. We're not even on pace for that.
I know, yeah. It's just I know this team is played a lot better than Man United this season, but like we're not showing with the points.
Like
at all.
for our next 4 games, right? Wolves away, Palace at home, who are on the verge of mutiny under Roy Hodgson again. Luton away, who, let's be honest, they're not very good. And then Fulham at home.
We should beat Fulham as well.
You guys are going to rationalize why we're not going to get 12 points, but like we should.
No.
By the way, Chris, you said United's defending is worse than ours.
No,
That we can,
hang on. I said our defending isn't much worse. I said, and I said our
well,
attack.
it's 5 goals worse.
Yeah. I said our defense ain't.
Bro, we've scored how in the I was gonna say how in the fuck are United like 3 positions above us and City? We've scored 10 more goals than them.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. You know what?
the fuck?
The devil will come for Man United. Have no fear.
Don't worry, man. Eventually, the luck runs out, man. The luck will eventually
There's
run
only
out.
one team with
Like-
the negative goal difference in the top half. I'll let you guys work out who that is. Actually, I lied. West Ham's there too. They're criminals too.
Yeah, but they're criminals, man. Wait, they've been
Brighton
losing by
are
a few
really
scorelines. They've been really losing by quite a few scorelines. So
And you know what? They're both above us. I can't even talk that much shit. That's crazy.
Yeah,
all
we're
you
still
guys
coming
said-
out.
And they're
Yeah.
ahead of us by a few points. Like
All
like
you
4 or
guys said
5
he has to
points.
get next season. Look, I'm first team. Fuck these owners. I don't like what they've done.
Yeah.
If any of you have known me for long enough, you know how I feel about them. But what this guy is getting away with in the dugout is borderline criminal. It is nuts.
Fellow American turned on the Americans. But to be fair, he has all the right to. This team has been run to shit ever since they took over. Sucks.
Aren't we
But,
signing another youngster as a?
we'll get to that.
Yeah,
We'll
that
get
young
to that.
DM.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. There's a few actually, so we'll get to that.
Right.
Let's go to Scott's favorite segment on the show,
Oh, thank
which
fuck.
is
Gallagher?
Poch's
Oh,
comments.
No, I thought it was something else. Fuck.
What you think it was, Gallagher?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
That's later. This is your favorite part. Poch's comments. So Poch had some comments, and we were just talking about Poch, so let's bring it over to this topic. Mauricio Pochettino on winning a trophy. Of course I want to win a trophy here in England. I want to lift a trophy now in this competition because it is important. My desire is to win. We need to respect our opponents. Newcastle are going to be tough. We deserve to go through. And that was before the game, and then after this is actually before the game too. Mauricio Pochettino on what it would mean to lift his first trophy in England. It means more for the people than us. It means a lot because we want to deliver the job for our club. Delivering a trophy, the most important thing is to win. It's difficult to measure. It is a priority. It's in our mind, our objective. We need to be ready tomorrow to be closer to winning a title. We need to fight. We need to be aggressive and follow our last game in the way we behave and improve in the way we play, and to have the capacity to fight for every single ball. I mean, he's not wrong. So far, I'm not upset with these comments. He's not wrong. He's saying play better than Sheffield and build off
I
of
don't
that.
think these are bad comments. I just don't like him.
Okay, fair enough, bro.
No, I hear it.
Bruh.
Fair enough. Let's continue on. Mauricio Pochettino on Nkunku tonight. Tonight as in yesterday. After the game. For Nkunku, he needs to feel the competition, the Premier League and the Carabao Cup, and football in England. After being out for nearly 6 months with an injury, we need to give him time to recover. Once he has recovered, it's about finding form, performing. But firstly, he needs to feel the competition. Today should be a good opportunity to start to feel the grass and see Stamford Bridge, get involved, and get some minutes.
Nothing wrong with those comments either.
How do you feel a competition, mate? Can I ask you, how do you feel a competition?
Competition, what with the
Just the grass?
I'm just going to put it down to like translation issues and move it swiftly on.
Literally. Oh my.
Let's continue on. So, okay, so this is about Enzo, which we will talk about Enzo. Mauricio Pochettino has confirmed Enzo Fernandez had stomach problems, and this is why he came off early. He explains he asked to go out because he was feeling a little bit sick before the game. He suffered some problems in his stomach. He tried. He wanted to play and see if it went well. It didn't go so well, so that is why he had to come off. My perception was Levi was a little bit tired, and he wanted to put some more offensive players like Malo on and provided more energy in the side, added Pochettino. Although, according to Levi, it was a tactical substitution, but I mean, I don't know.
Okay, fucking to this manager, man.
Yeah.
Why can't we have started with the offensive players?
I don't think Malo Gusto was fit enough to play a full 90.
Okay, what about Maatsen?
No,
Maatsen,
Marshall. Why would he have had to play the whole 90?
That is a good point.
Well, it would have. Well, this is two things would have happened. Either Malo Gusto would have started the game and came off at halftime, or what happened last time, which is he came on at halftime because he's not fit. He's not match fit.
You're telling me he couldn't play 60 minutes?
I think he could push 60.
I don't think he would have been able to push 60.
How'd you know?
I just okay. Call me crazy, but this is the trend that I see. When players come back from injury, I seem to notice that how managers go about bringing them back into the game is first they start off with 10 to 15 minutes. Then the next game, they double it with 30 to 40.
Yeah, cool. This man went 60. From playing this man went from playing 2 minutes against Sheffield United as a right winger who touched the ball like twice.
Minutes, wasn't it?
It's about
5 minutes. Then he went from playing 5 minutes as a right winger who touched the ball like twice to playing 45 minutes. Coming on and playing 45 minutes.
You really thought you proved a point in 5 minutes, eh?
He didn't ease Paddy Schiller back in either, if you remember.
Injury time.
I think that
10 minutes then.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Like, let's not pretend like Gusto could have played the game. Like, it's just this manager being a fucking idiot. Like,
I think playing Maatsen for these Carabao Cup games, even when the FA Cup starts, you should play Maatsen.
Chris, let it go, buddy. Let it go.
Let it go. Let it
He's
go.
He's never starting a game for this club.
But when Maatsen played against Newcastle, I think we all agree. Like he looked pretty decent.
That's fine, Chris. He's gone in 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, he's definitely gone. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah,
oh, well,
Pete's right. He's gone.
That is, most likely
he's out.
He's gone.
He's gone.
And I'm not saying I would sell Maatsen.
Yeah.
Right. If it were up to me, Lewis Hall would still be here. Maatsen would be our backup left back. The other two would not be here. But it's clearly not up to me. This is what they're going to do. It is what it is.
I don't want to hear Pochettino say, like Jose said, I tried to give him a chance. I don't want to hear Pochettino, tried giving Maatsen a chance to stay at Chelsea. The owner sold him. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Like, if Maatsen...
No, you won't. No, all you'll hear him say is he hasn't got the ability. It's different from playing at Burnley than it is at Chelsea.
Yeah.
So what's the excuse for someone that came from, like,
this guy really
Brighton
didn't get a chance.
to Chelsea, and then it must be different from playing... Where was Leslie playing? Oh, it's Stade Rennais than it is at playing at fucking Chelsea. Like,
he won today,
dude.
He won today 3-1. He won 3-1 today, man. Hey, 9th in the league, 10th in the league. Only Strasbourg's in front of us, but hey, man, we move.
Happy for you all, man. I'm happy I'm happy your other team is doing well, man.
We got AC Milan, so we're out of the Europa League, so.
Hey, you never know. Could get a result.
How funny the comment section was. Some of you guys got wild opinions, man. Big up.
Welcome to Casually FC, man. Mauricio Pochettino on big moments for individuals in Nkunku. Yes, they need the competition, the time to start, to perform, and to get the best form. And sometimes everyone can judge you have recovered the player, but important in which form. The expectation is the best Nkunku, but we need time. One thing is to be available, another is to perform how we expect. We will push him to arrive as soon as possible. Well,
hey, someone in the comments. I'm not claiming this. Someone in the chat mentioned this earlier. This bro is using ChatGPT for these fucking responses. This is not human. This is not a human saying these words. I'm 100% telling you, this is not a human saying these words.
Like, bro, like, I don't know. It's not like
we
we're
will
a
push
flowing goal scoring machine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I kind of find it funny. He says, we will push him to arrive as soon as possible, yet you were very cautious of him at Sheffield.
Hey, you know what, man? Halftime sub against Wolves. Let's do
this.
I mean, that's probably what's going to happen.
He should get 45 minutes at least.
He should get 90 minutes, guys.
I don't know
Jesus
about
Christ, Pete.
What do you mean you don't know about that? He's been training for like 3 weeks.
I know he's been training, but like it's been 6 months, man. Like he's been out for 6 months.
Wait,
I would say I wouldn't even mind him starting.
Rehab for 6 months and play.
Yeah.
You know we can start him and sub him off if he needs, right?
Yes, I wouldn't mind him starting either that game. Like come on, like for 70 minutes or something. And then
you guys are so desperate to watch Conor Gallagher play.
Yeah.
Bro, no, I'd rather claw my eyes out with a rusty spoon.
Huh? Oh my God. Mauricio Pochettino. We dominated the game against a very good team like Newcastle. The most important thing in football is to believe until the end. Oh my God. We know penalties are a lottery. Sounds like a Barney
No,
episode.
like this Newcastle team ain't that good. They're just like us, not that good. Like they have a lot of injuries. We have a few injuries.
Huh?
Average, like they had a lot of average players, hadn't they?
What?
Newcastle didn't have like many good players. They had like Bruno G. They had who's the centre back? They had the one centre back.
Where are you going with this?
No, but like they didn't have a good. No, but like okay. I'm saying they didn't have a.
Newcastle aren't that good.
No, not right now. They're not. They literally got placed in 4th place in Champions League, where they shouldn't be placed in 4th place, and their team is getting a lot of injuries.
Wait, they shouldn't. Did you see their group?
Yes.
It's not Marshall. It's not as good as it looks.
No, it's not that good.
You don't think so?
No.
Enrique's PSG on all that.
Wasn't that supposed to be the group of death?
Hey man, that's Chukwueze dagger for no reason. I was there.
Like Dortmund ain't that good. They ain't been that good this season, and we beat Dortmund. We beat Dortmund.
Dortmund in preseason.
No. I'm talking about in the Champions League. They was actually better that season compared to this season. They're worse this season.
On the bright side, in case you guys live under a rock, you probably already gone over this. We drew Burrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we
did.
I
know the show is like a late news and all that, but like we got that one. We got that update fresh.
Like
Thank you, Pete.
One thing that I do want to note, like I don't like Graham Potter, but he did get drawn away to City in round 3 of each comp, which is hilarious. The odds of that are so incredibly low, but like whatever, right? Poch has got. I don't even remember who we played in the second round. I just remember
Wimbledon.
Sure, Wimbledon. You could have made up a team, and I would have believed you. Whatever. I think we played Brighton in round 3. That was one of the days I was sick, but I was at work, so I watched.
Yeah.
We played Blackburn in round 4, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I made that up, but I guess that happened. And then we played Newcastle. And now we're playing Middlesbrough. Not only did we get like a Weenie Hut Juniors kind of draw, we only got 2 Prem teams on the way to a final. We can't fuck this up, guys.
Do you know what's Peter? Do you know what's actually mad? The more I think about it, you say this. Like, of all the teams left in the league, considering how we played against Liverpool, you can make the argument we're the favourites.
Yeah, that's the only team I feel confident not getting completely turned inside out against.
Like, you can make an argument considering how we played against them and how we played against Fulham. We're the favourites. Do you fucking shit? Like, you can make that argument.
Bro, if there ever was a way for Poch to salvage his rep and make us not all universally hate him, this is the way. And like, look at our fixtures the rest of this month and in January. There's a bunch of random teams. That being said, these random teams are probably going to take points off us because we stink. Yes, I know. But, like, if there was a way for you to salvage your job, give me 3 or 4 clean sheets, give me 4 wins, beat this fucking made-up Preston team in the FA Cup, beat these fucking Middlesbrough pussies in this fucking semi-final, go to Wembley, and then, like, everybody by then should be reasonably happy, right?
Reasonably. Maybe,
Because if
maybe
we win
not
the next 4 games, we're probably going to be in 8th and not 10th. You know what I mean?
I would hope so.
And if
I would
we get to
fucking
the
hope
point
so.
where we're in 8th, we're in touching distance of the other spots.
If we win 3 in a row,
Momentum's a real thing in football, and I feel like we haven't built up any momentum this whole season.
every time we're about to, we lose a game.
You've been doing this. If we win 3 in a row, gimmick for how long now?
Hey, look,
we get close every time. We win 2, and
I
then
do
we
want to
drop
say
the
the
ball.
only reason we're on this gimmick is because Trippier passed the ball to Mudryk in front of the goal. But we'll take it.
Poor Trippier, bro.
He definitely sold that game, by the way. You can't tell me sports aren't fixed. You can't convince me.
Sometimes they are.
2 seasons in a row, Pete.
I did say yesterday the way Trippier's been moving at Stamford Bridge over the recent years, man. There needs to be an investigation.
Do you know, like, there was a period, like, I think up until last season, where the last 4 years we just went to Wembley and just kept on losing for fun every single time we got to the final. I think in
Yeah, it's been like it's been 4 finals in a row, I think.
Oh, that Leicester.
No, 5 actually. No, 5. 5.
It was 5 because it's 3 in the FA Cup, if I'm not mistaken, and I think it's 2 in the Carabao.
Ahmed, just to feed your agenda, bro, that Leicester final we lost the FA Cup, Tuchel first season. God damn, I never hated Ziyech more in my life.
No, don't blame Ziyech.
No.
Blame the midget. We had him goal.
That team was so bad that night.
Ziyech.
He was part of the problem. He was part of the problem.
I'll blame the midget. We had him
You guys
goal.
can act like you cared about the FA Cup. Real ones knew. We had a Champions League to settle. None of that.
No. I don't even think.
True. We did win the Champions League, but regardless, like,
You guys look.
still, man.
I
What
can't
is something?
believe we lost. Shut up, pussies. Who cares? If we would have won the FA Cup and lost the UCL, no one would have cared about the FA Cup.
True. We
Oh,
would've
we
cared more
almost
about-
didn't make it. Oh, Villa, they beat us on the. Shut up, pussies. We fucking won the European Cup. None of that shit matters at the end of that season, all right? We won. The season ended. We're the best in the world. That's what happens. That's how it goes.
You know Chelsea fans, man. They want it all.
No, shut up. You guys just need to stop being dishonest. No one gives a fuck about the FA Cup we won in 2012. No one actually cares. I remember. I was there. I was like, oh fuck, who's gonna play in the final? Because like everybody's suspended or injured. That was the first thought I had. Nobody remembers after the FA Cup we lost like 4-1 at Anfield like 3 days later. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about these random games at the end of the season when there's trophies involved. And I'll tell you this, if we win that Carabao Cup, no one's going to care when we get packed out in the next league game. No one's going to care.
He's not wrong.
I'm not. I mean, Scott might, because, you know, he's got this agenda to run. Hey, you guys can say it would have been better if we won both, but my nigga, you don't care that much.
I'll be real, guys. You know, no one's rating the FA Cup like that anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Who cares?
True.
I would have only
I
cared for
mostly
narrative
cares for the
purposes.
mentality.
If
I
you're
mostly only care for the mentality.
if you're trying to go for the quad, I could be like, you know what? Yeah, we can bring it in there. But like,
Bro.
and if you're doing like,
Bro,
if
you guys just don't care that much, and you're capping if you say you do. You're just capping.
No, it's
The
not.
only reason I care about the Carabao Cup now is because that's all we fucking have because we suck.
Exactly. I'll
If
be
we
honest.
had better shit, I would care about that.
I was going to say, and like you said earlier, we need it to get into Europe. Like,
Yes,
that's
if we were in 5th, would I really give a shit? No. But like,
I think
they threw a life jacket overboard after we jumped off the ship. This is our chance to get back on.
Oh my
God.
This is our last chance.
I'll be honest though, that in regards to the FA Cup, it's not been really that big since like I feel like 2007, 2008. It's like actually, honestly, I'll be like if you ask
listen,
like,
Pete.
fan, man,
B, you guys are not wrong. But at the end of the day, I think with me is like I want to win it just because like I'm hoping that this triggers the team to start actually playing like their price tags.
Oh,
So
see, you've already
like-
lost. 'Cause that doesn't even make sense.
Does that make sense?
Because they would have done it already. You know
God
you've
damn
been
it, man.
defeated, and that's fine. I understand the hopeful gimmick. I respect that.
Opium, man. I'm
Too
huffing
much
on it, man.
opium, man. Too
Fine.
much
I
opium.
don't have the
Yeah.
hopium.
Chris has got that opium on lock every time we talk about Chelsea. You know, Marshall's got that. You know, I mean, the glazing opium as well.
Please,
You know what,
why
guys?
is mine
If we
glazed?
win Carabao Cup and we go into Conference League, you know who's going to watch every one of them games? Me. Because I miss watching Chelsea while I'm at work. It gives me something to do on Thursdays. You're telling me 9:45 kickoff in Slovenia? I'm there. I don't mind. No problem. I'm tired of only watching us once a week and then we still lose. Like, the only reason 16-17 was fun was because we won every week. It was boring as fuck watching teams get bent over in Europe. And we just weren't involved. That was hella boring. It was only cool because every time I turned on the TV, we were fucking winning. Now we play one game a week and we don't win. This sucks. I'd rather at least play 2 games a week and play some weenie teams in one comp and then win.
Fair enough. Yeah, and Scott said this before. I think it would be nice to get into the Conference League just so we can start playing some of our own weenies and get them to develop into better, stronger players.
Bro,
Hopefully.
bro, fuck that. At least I can lie about the next manager's winning percentage. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like I'll be real. When we're watching us play like Andorra FC or whoever we're playing, like I don't want to see Nkunku touch the pitch. Bro should be chilling at home playing Fortnite. I don't want to see like don't make him fly. Like
Our
when
first
we're
team
playing,
players should be doing a live stream commentating about the actual game.
Let's play this.
like
some
Nkunku,
Mundo, man, on
the first minute that Nkunku should touch the pitch next season if we're in the Conference League is the final. That's the first minutes he should have in that competition. If he touches the pitch earlier, I'm gonna be pissed.
What happens if we get knocked out of the Conference League?
Then the next manager gets sacked. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like Jesus, like
We can't
forget
get
Brighton,
sacked.
bro.
Guys,
Burn the club.
I would-
Burn-
West
burn the
Ham
club.
won that competition. Come on, man.
I
We
was going
can't.
to say liquidate the club. If that ever happens, liquidate the club.
Every time we've been in the Europa League, we've always won it. We can't go into the Conference League and think about losing.
If we ever got knocked, bro, liquidate the club. I'd kill myself.
Guys, saying what happens if we get knocked out of Conference League is cute, but like, can you name 4 teams that are in it?
No.
Antwerp.
I'm gonna look this up because I can't either.
I know Villa are in
That's
it.
probably the only one I know.
Oh, listen, the Village is going to win that trophy. There's no
What's the
one-
Villa in it?
Bruges. Club Bruges, right? They're probably in it.
I feel like you're just
Marshall,
saying
Aston
that-
Villa.
Aston Villa are in it?
Yeah.
they
They qualified it. They qualified
Shit.
through the league last season.
All right,
Listen,
Aston Villa, that's 3.
I'll be real, man. Villa's just gonna win that trophy and get into Europa League by that. They're gonna get UCL football. And they're gonna get free.
Are Mines in it? Mines? Tuchel's old team?
Okay.
They've got such unreal fixtures, such as Molde versus Legia Warsaw, bro. That's the type of
We
that's
have,
the type of football we get.
we have Sturm Graz versus Slovan Bratislava, Olympiacos versus Ferencváros, Union Saint-Gilloise versus Eintracht Frankfurt,
Oh,
I know that
Molde
team.
versus Legia Warsaw, Ajax and Bodo Glimt, Betis and Zagreb, Maccabi Haifa and Ghent, and Servette and Ludogorets.
bloody hell, man!
Yeah,
They-
I'm sorry.
Stadium.
You're not about to
Zagreb
gaslight
beat
me
us.
into thinking about getting knocked out. You're not.
Fucking minerals, bruv.
Bro, I'm looking at some of these teams, by the way. Bro, some of these teams that are in the group stage are, bro, like, where
No,
the
I
fuck
would be
are
there.
they pulling these teams from?
Whoever our backup striker is next season is going to eat tremendously.
So
I was
speaking
going to
of,
say there was a just to point out there was a team because I've watched a video. There's a team from the Faroe Islands in the Conference League, or there was.
Oh
Like,
my!
There was a team from the
Oh,
Faroe Islands
that is
in the Conference League this season.
Are they this? Oh no, this is the Serbian team I found. I'm trying to find them.
Like,
This is fantastic.
where the fuck are they? There's a team that lost every game in their group,
oh my
like
God.
every game.
Yeah, they scored
another
2
one.
goals in the group stage.
Bro, some of these teams stink. Yeah, if we didn't win the Conference League, like never.
Shambolic. Quite By the way, ladies and gents, almost 55 of you in the chat. Smash up the like button if you want to see Pete come on Casually FC more often. We got Pete. Thanks for showing up, man. Let's go on to the next little bit of an injury update for you guys. Okay, so just three tweets in this segment here. Mauricio Pochettino on not playing in Cuckoo. I thought this was an interesting one. He wasn't a player to be involved. After 2-0, I didn't want to take a risk for him, but maybe tomorrow I am seeing more today. How I see today, I tell you, maybe he can play 20 minutes. Before Sheffield United, I was 1 or 2% of doubt. I did not want to take a risk. I need to be 100%. If I have 1% doubt, it was good for him to feel the warm-up and be with the team. Why take a risk when I was 2-0, when I was thinking I don't know if it was the right moment?
Bro, we were 2-0 up. We were we were 2-0 up against the worst team in the league, the team that's conceded the most goals in Europe, and this man was like, it might be a risk for me to bring in Kunku on now. Because what, they were going to score, were they?
Oh my days, man. Poch, man.
Hey, so if we'd have been behind, it wouldn't have been a risk or something.
His justification for being in the squad is this: it was good for him to feel the warm up and be with the team.
What the?
Because we were asking too, like, why even put him in the squad if there's that doubt?
Bro, I'm telling you, vibes and hugs. This is what we all know.
This is the Poch vibes, Daddy Poch vibes, man.
Bro, this is the equivalent of Ollie at like United, man. Like that's it's just
Oh
vibes.
my God.
Like,
I'll be honest.
man.
If we're 2-0 up and I'm coming back from injury and you told me to warm up in the 85th minute, I'm telling you to suck out. I'm sorry. I'm not doing this. I gotta get all warmed up to go on the pitch for 2 minutes. Fuck you.
hey, Danish, this is what I'm saying. This is not a manager set, bro. There's no way you can convince me this is a human.
Am I
no
wrong?
way.
Or did Nkunku get like a ligament injury?
He MCL, right?
So like, okay, so my point is he should
Yes.
be fine, right? It's not like it's a muscle injury and there's a risk of re-tearing it. I mean, I guess you could re-injure ligaments, I suppose, but part of rehab for any sort of knee ligament problem is like getting stability back and then building strength on top of that. He's been out for like almost 4 months. He's been out for longer than 4 months. He's been out for like 5 months. Jesus.
Yeah. Since at least August.
Bro, like, I don't get it. We're treating Nkunku like we're rushing him back. I don't like this.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you, Pete. That's part of the things about recovering is you need to strengthen the ligament. Speaking of strengthening ligaments, let's go to the next one, which I know there's more news on this. I want to wait until we get confirmation of what the decision is going to be going forward on Reece James before I really cover it. Because one, we have talked about Reece James here relentlessly now. And two, I think it'll make for better content when we have more of the story. But as of 2 days ago, Mauricio Pochettino on Reece James' surgery. At the moment, we don't know. Today, Monday, still time to see. We will see in the next few days, and we'll know the possibilities. We still don't know what's the decisions being made.
Chelsea Dodgers, you're having a howler here with some of your spelling errors in these tweets, by the way.
Yeah, what's going on? That's like the third one.
In an earlier tweet, he spelled the with 2 H's, and now he's spelling no. Oh my
Jesus. I'm telling you, man, ban Twitter in Nigeria. I've seen enough.
Oh my God!
Yo, guys, I've had enough.
Let's continue.
I know he's Nigerian. I can tell.
Pochettino on Sanchez. It's an injury that's going to be for a few weeks. I don't know if 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Keep counting, Poch. I don't know.
Okay,
man.
bro. 2 to 6 weeks is a big gap.
Yeah, I know. It's just
what?
like he could be out for a day or a year. I don't know.
6 classify as a few when you say a few?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I know English isn't his first language, but like You don't say I'm going out with a few of my buddies and then 6 people turn up, right?
Yeah.
No, it's
I don't
normally
think
like
that's how it
3.
works.
I would say a few is no more than like 3 or 4 at the most.
Yeah.
But if you're going to use any length of time longer than a month, you just say a month or so.
I think it's been confirmed too. He's going to be out for at least 5 weeks.
At the end of the day,
Sanchez, so.
at the end of the day, we don't need goalkeepers with skin fades, so it's okay.
But that's the injury update, ladies and gents. Just so anyone knows. We'll talk more about Reece James on the next Casually FC when we know more info. Because right now it's more of the same. He's going to decide whether or not he goes surgery or not. You still see more experts, all that stuff. But we'll go more into detail on the next one. But let's talk about the big injury that everyone's talking about, which is Enzo. So Enzo apparently is injured, and let's go into detail as to what exactly is going on. We did talk about it briefly in yesterday's stream, but there's been more details about this coming out. So according to ESPN Argentina information, Enzo Fernandez has been playing through a chronic groin injury for weeks, the pubalgia, which is a similar injury that Vlahovic is going through right now at Juve. Enzo Fernandez has pubalgia. Recovery is to rest, treatment to reduce the discomfort when playing and not affect it. Then we have Mauricio Pochettino has confirmed Enzo has had stomach problems, and that is why he came off early. So that was yesterday. Today, this came out, and big up Eunice, because that's where I got this source from. Confirmed, Enzo Fernandez is suffering from early stages of pubalgia, chronic groin injury. The recovery involves either rest or treatment to alleviate discomfort during play and prevent its impact. It's essentially a sports hernia. So I don't know. I think you can get surgery for it. I believe there have been other players that also have suffered from this injury. But yeah, I mean, the timing of this kind of stinks because I feel like if it was another week or two, maybe we could have had like, I don't want to say like the one-to-one comparison or this solution, but we could have had like Lavia step in and play some games and be okay, because I think Lavia can be a decent backup for Enzo. But yeah, it kind of sucks. I don't know how this is going to be approached. I'm assuming Enzo's going to be out the next game, and then we'll hear back as to whether he's going to be playing, when he's going to be playing, actually, because I'm sure he's going to be out for maybe a week or two with this shit. What the approach is going to be, if it's going to be surgery or just rest.
It's going to be longer than that.
Pubalgia takes a lot of time, no?
Well,
It took Vlahovic
we're
a few
talking about
weeks,
managing
yeah.
pain and a chronic injury.
Yeah.
It would make sense if we are like marooned in 10th place, which we probably will be, for people to just get right. I don't know how long a layoff or a surgery would be. I don't know, obviously, his pain tolerance. I've never spoken to the guy. We don't really know what's happening. These are all just reports. But to try and force him to play through this,
That would fucking be horrible.
well, it just wouldn't get better. And like eventually he would have to get the surgery if he decided to resolve it that way. But like, to be honest, if we went a couple months without him, I'm not going to cry about it. If that's what it takes to get better, then get better. But limping around on the field and getting bypassed, it doesn't do us any good.
Especially if we're going to keep playing him in the 10, he might as well not be playing anyway.
Yes.
This run of games would be the run of games where you would want to like rest him and not, force him to, because you can afford to. I would like to hope that we can still get results without Enzo in these next run of games. I would like to hope.
You got to wonder as well, by the way, could this be any way related to him getting dropped against Everton as well?
I'm sure it is. If it's really a chronic issue, like people have probably known about this within the ground. So,
oh no, sorry, I meant Sheffield. My bad.
I know
Lavia is real. Yes, I saw him during the penalty shootout. I saw him standing next to Pochettino during the penalty shootout. He is real.
Lavia is real, yes. Yeah. Should we recall Santos or buy a new midfielder? I would recall Santos.
Recall Santos anyway.
Yeah. Recall Santos anyways, but I recall Santos. If we're gonna be without Enzo, recall Santos. That's actually, I didn't think about that. That's a good idea.
I mean, he should be recalled anyway.
It doesn't even matter though. I know Nuno's just gone to Nottingham Forest. I don't back him to play Santos. Who cares?
We're in a relegation scrap. The hell?
Exactly.
I ain't playing him either.
No, that's fair. It's just this sucks because I don't. Part of me wants to say that the club was naive about it, just because Enzo was probably hiding it. And Enzo strikes me as the type of player that he's not happy when he doesn't play. So he'll and that's most players. He's probably been hiding the fact that he's been feeling this type of injury in the groin area, which would probably explain the recent dip in form. Not that it's been terrible. I still think he's had some good games here and there. But yeah, I would say just rest the guy.
I've got to look at Pochettino a little bit as well, because I don't know if any of you guys have seen this, but Enzo's topping the running numbers in our team.
Yeah.
So you're taking the guy who's supposed to be getting the most passes in Enzo and the guy that's supposed to be doing the most running in Gallagher, and you flip them. What are you doing?
I mean, to be fair, go ahead.
Hey, Inspector Captain, mate.
Go ahead.
But no,
I just said that's too much, though, isn't it?
It's an obvious.
I guess
that's the most obvious solution I would make with our team without changing personnel.
Which is recall Enzo
just swap
and
Gallagher and Enzo on the pitch, and we'd probably do better.
Well, we did. Our best period of form this season, or our most consistent period of form, which isn't saying much, admittedly, was when we had a double pivot of Enzo and Caicedo and Gallagher in the 10, and he changed it for no reason.
But if you think about it, on the bright side, if Enzo's hurt and he can't play, maybe this forces Poch to play in Kunku.
And then we're going to have Gallagher to double pivot?
Well, it's either Gallagher or Ugochukwu, so take your pick, mate.
Holy shit. Actually, do you know what? Hey, let Gallagher play in the double pivot, man. This is what everyone wants. Everyone thinks he can play there. He's the no. He's the glue that holds this team together. He's the glue that holds this team together. Let him play there. Let him play in the double pivot.
With Louis
Look, I'm not saying this is going to be a good idea. I'm not saying this is going to work. But I'm just saying this is what should happen.
Big up. Listen, Ugochukwu can handle himself, man. I trust that he can handle himself.
Okay, that's cool.
I think Ugochukwu will be okay.
The next 4 fixtures, he has to be able. I mean, the teams you're playing, he should be able to handle himself. That's what I'm saying.
No, Gallagher in a pivot. I've seen the light do it.
Yeah, man. Let's do this.
I just think if Ugochukwu gets a run of games to get match fitness, then he'll be okay.
Hey,
but he's also not playing.
No. He's absolutely fine playing Fortnite every week. No, fuck him. Kick rocks.
Oh my god.
Oh man. We'll see, man. The suffering will continue, but we'll see what happens with Enzo. Seems like a serious injury. I hope there's a solution, because I would hate if this was the same situation as Vlahovic. Because Vlahovic has the same exact fucking thing.
We are not buying new midfielder, Jez, bro. You know what I mean? They can be
respect our captain.
They're smoking crack if they buy a new midfielder, bro. I'm just gonna keep it real. To be honest, they are about to buy a new midfielder, actually, so I can't even say that.
17-year-old. Can't play until
it's about to turn 18 apparently. It's about to turn 18 very soon. Quite soon. It's crazy. It's crazy that we have to find out when these guys are turning 18. It's not making you feel weird. I'm not even buying guys
man.
already playing this regular football, man.
No, Army don't have to pause that, to be fair.
Yo, that is nuts, man. Honestly, but hey, man.
All right, boys. Let's continue on. When you brought it up before, Pete, I was actually going to ask you about Lewis Hall. But this now lets me transition into the next topic, which is about Lewis Hall and this whole debacle with his loan and what is actually happening and whatnot. So let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's get into some details about this. So first tweet I got here on the Lewis Hall situation is on Nazar Kinsella. So Chelsea apparently granted, Craig Hope DM says Lewis Hall will be allowed to play against Chelsea tomorrow night. And then as mentioned by Noah Robinson, under the EFL rules, Chelsea would have had to oh my God, would have had
what's
to
going on
give
with you?
written consent for
Bro,
this
you're
to be
moving like
allowed.
Pochettino, bro. You're moving like Pochettino. barely speaking
A
English,
little
bro.
bit, a little bit.
Dan Marshall from Twitter too. This is disgusting.
It was up to
would have had to
Chelsea.
give written consent for this to be allowed. It was up to Chelsea.
I said it already. You just heard what I said and you repeated it. Lewis Hall's future is not dependent on the number of appearances he makes for Newcastle during his long season loan. And then I think the next detail here, Ben Jacobs comes out and says Lewis Hall is eligible to play against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. Nothing CFC could do to block him since the tournament rules different to the Premier League. But they did give written permission. Oh, that's weird. Okay. There is also no chance Hall...
Ben Jacobs
won't...
was waffling.
I was
You
to say he's what?
Chelsea could have refused it. They just didn't want to do it.
I think there's
Ben
a reason
Jacobs,
for that.
That first sentence is a lie. Or the second sentence is a lie there.
Yeah.
Or the
There is-
the first half of the second sentence.
No, you got it right the second time too fast. The second sentence is a lie.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
capping.
so right here, nothing.
We
Yeah,
had
right
this
here.
with
This
the
one.
Morian Mount with Derby like 4 years ago. They'd be like,
There is-
"Oh, it's okay, Lampard. You can use our players to try and beat us."
There is almost no chance Hall won't join Newcastle this summer. Newcastle say the clause is performance related, not appearance based. And then the last tweet we have here from Outlaw. I'll get to it. Unlike in the Premier League, where Lewis Hall is automatically prevented from playing against Chelsea, it's understood the club were effectively powerless to stop the 19-year-old playing after the draw was made because of the nature of the original deal. So I think Chelsea want this player to play because if he hits those clauses based on performance, then Newcastle have to buy the player.
I don't even think it's that deep. I just don't think as a club, if you're going to loan people to teams within your league, it doesn't behoove you long term to make difficulties and throw a stink about letting that player play or not play in cup matches. Like, I think building relationships with teams as like business partners is more important than one appearance in a cup tie.
It's not even that, Peter. They've obviously, they've included a whatever type. It's a obligation to buy, but under certain conditions, whatever. That means that you understand there's probably a chance he leaves your club permanently. So why do you care? Like, this isn't a guy that's in your team that is likely to be in your team going forward. So why the fuck do you care?
He's not even in their team currently, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Our academy right back is playing left back for them while he's holding bench.
I'm not sure. I mean, maybe I do know. Actually, I don't know. Why wouldn't
he play?
Like, why wouldn't Newcastle want to buy the player
Outright?
FFP.
Yeah, cash flow maybe.
That was
But
the
maybe
report.
they just don't think he's good enough, and they want to get another right back.
Then why
Yeah,
would
but
they begin with?
it might be a cash flow issue.
Yeah, the reported issue is FFP, and that's why we did the obligation for next summer.
I get that, Scott. I get that it's an FFP issue, but I assume that we wrote the contract the way we wrote it so that they will hit the clause no matter what, but they'll pay for it at a later time, which helps them elude FFP.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why they're avoiding playing the player.
I don't know.
Why he's not playing now?
Yeah, especially with all the injuries they had.
I don't know, man. Managers like who they like.
Because, like, I'd admit, like, I'm sure Livramento was playing right back, right?
Playing left back now.
No, he
he's
is a
left
right back.
He's playing left back though.
But was he playing right back or left back against us
Playing
yesterday?
left back.
No, he was playing left back.
Yeah, he is a right back. He has been playing left back.
Was it
But
Kraft
that's what I'm
playing
getting
right
at. Because, like, why didn't Eddie Howe just play Lewis Hall at left back and just put Livramento at right back?
I don't know. Good question.
Ask him.
Yeah, I
'Cause,
don't
like,
know.
I don't know, Pete. Like, you rate him. You don't rate him, but you said you wouldn't have gotten rid of him.
Oh, Lewis Hall. Like, are you asking me why he's not playing? I mean, without doing
No,
any
but
research. into
I
the
actually
situation-
let me backtrack for you, Pete. Why would you have not gotten rid of Lewis Hall? Because personally, me, I don't think he was that big a deal to keep.
Oh, because I don't rate the two left backs that get paid big money at our club right now.
Even Cucurella, you would play him over Cucurella?
Oh, I would sell Cucurella and Chilwell yesterday if I could play Hall and Messi.
Well, yeah, Maatsen. I could see the Maatsen argument. I don't know about Lewis Hall though. That's the part where I get lost.
All right, whatever. But anyway,
I mean, Lewis Hall was our best left back last season.
Whatever, man.
I don't know. But like, as far as Eddie Howe not playing him, I don't know, man. Like, managers have players that they like. They have players they don't particularly like too much. I have no idea. But I thought he'd be getting more playing time there.
I would have thought so too, considering how injury ridden the team is.
Hey, but we saw Emil Kraft before we saw Lewis Hall, so it is what it is.
That's the part that baffles me. I'm just like, why even go for this player at that point? Like, what is? Yeah, this is a whole baffling situation. Like, I don't know. Would you guys want to bring Lewis Hall back, or do you just want him to stay at Newcastle?
I don't think he's coming back, so no. But
I mean, yeah, if I had my choice, I'd bring him back. But yeah, I don't think he's coming back. So like.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind him coming back. I just think it's hilarious how he wrote a whole goodbye message and you had certain man saying "fuck Chelsea" over him leaving, and then it all just does a 180. Like, that's pretty funny.
Hey, they did the same thing over Lewis Bate like 3 years ago.
Yep.
I will not forgive them.
Is he still at Leeds or has he moved to somewhere else?
I have no idea.
I know after he went to Leeds, he went straight on loan to Oxford United, but I don't know where he is now.
Fucking.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know he's still at Leeds, bro. He's made he's made 3 appearances.
Even if we got Lewis Hall back, this guy doesn't play left backs at left back anyway. So why would we add a 4th left back to the frigging squad? Doesn't play the 3 left backs
That's
there
a good
anyway.
point.
Huh?
Didn't he actually play Lewis Hall at? Didn't he actually play Lewis Hall at left back in the preseason though?
I don't think
play
he did.
preseason.
What, as a sub?
No, I don't think
he played him.
He didn't play a lot.
Hey,
If I talk,
Pochettino didn't reveal his terrorist ways in preseason either, so don't believe that.
yeah, that's true.
I don't think you can
No,
do
well,
anything. Can we just do this? Can we draw a line under pre-season as it never happened? Because nothing has happened since pre-season. We haven't put anything into pre-season. So pre-season for me never happened. It was like another.
He started putting Chilwell left wing. I can't trust this guy.
I was gonna say he brought him on for. I just had a look. He brought in the game against Dortmund. He brought him on for Sterling. So like.
There we go. So not even in America, he brought this guy home and he kicked the home pre-season game, right before the season starts. So he brought him on.
Pete, did you end up going to any of those preseason games, by the way?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Oh fuck no, dude. What? Are you crazy? I don't even like watching this team on my couch. Why would I drive?
Sorry, this manager was a terrorist, bro. He brought Lewis Hall on for Nkunku against Fulham. I forgot about this, bro.
I remember. I was at that game. I was like,
why did we clock? Hey, why didn't we clock this early, bro?
I didn't even watch the.
We was actually playing decent football.
You didn't watch the
Hey,
preseason?
why didn't we clock? No. I'm talking about his substitutions. I didn't clock it. Why didn't we clock this from early with his subs? What the fuck?
They was all over the place, like
Because we were winning.
You guys,
yeah, we were winning and actually playing pretty
hours out of my
decent.
life to watch
Bro,
us play.
he brought Lewis Hall on at centre back. What the fuck?
I don't even know when our next game is. You think I would go to a game?
I think it's Saturday.
Sunday.
Right? Saturday?
No,
Sunday.
See,
Sunday.
shit, I don't
You
even
don't
know
even
either.
know.
Actually, Pete's
It
right.
doesn't matter.
Christmas Eve.
I don't know, Pete. Maybe you had some hope because Poch was coming in. I don't know.
No, I'm annoyed that everybody tried to gaslight us into liking this guy. He's a fat Spurs bastard, and he always will be. All right.
Oh my god! All right, let's go to the next segment. This is
For
gonna
the
be.
record, I have no problem with fat people. My issue is that he worked at Spurs.
I can attest to that. I can attest
My
to that.
issue is that he worked at Tottenham,
Never,
and we
he's
had to
never ever
convince
called me
ourselves to like him.
2.5 years or 3 years since I streamed this guy, he's never referred to me as fat anything. So it's all I can attest to that. So it's all good.
Good man, Pete.
He's
Good
not a
man, Pete.
fattest.
Yeah, I'm not one of those fat phobic, one of those words. Don't worry.
Oh, let's go over Madueke.
He's got a fat friend. Fat Pete, you got a fat friend, just in case anyone accuses you of that. You know what I mean? You can say you got a fat friend.
Hey man, that's the fat phobic. I got a black friend. That can't be.
You gotta friend me.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so David Ornstein reporting here: Chelsea have no intention of loaning Nani Madueke in January. Same for any other established first-team squad members. Temporary exits will only be considered for emerging players in need of senior experience that might not come at CFC just yet. So
Free
that
my
means
boy, man.
No, I
Free
get
my
that.
guy.
no,
Free my
no
boy.
I
loan for
understand it, bro.
Mudryk.
I know. To be fair, I completely get it. We need our esports player, bro. Like, we need that esports player. That's
Esports
got to be Madueke at this point. He ain't fucking
you
doing
guys-
anything else, is he?
He's
You
locked
guys,
up.
in all seriousness, aren't we right up against the limit for international loans?
Yeah, yeah.
No, we're at the limit. Like, we can't do any more.
Yeah, so of course he's not going to go anywhere because nobody in England's going to want him.
Unless you take that guy from PSV and end his loan, then there's no like.
We have a guy at PSV.
Yeah.
No, we have a guy. We have a guy at Heronvane who's played 5
Oh.
games all season.
Bad, yeah, wrong one.
We have a guy at Heronvane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Webster, right?
Whoops,
Yeah.
Hey, big up to him, man. That's dope. But yeah,
I
in all
mean-
seriousness, like nobody's gonna want him in the country, so then he won't be able to go anywhere. If we recall Santos, which I feel like we might do, A, Poch
Yeah.
probably won't play him. B, if he was gonna get another loan, it'd have to be within the country.
I also think we haven't been. There hasn't been any follow up to it, but I'm pretty sure last time we reported about it, Diego Moreira is going to be recalled from his loan as well.
Oh, good.
No. They're not going to recall him. He's got. There's too much money involved in that one. Like they actually have to pay like a 2 point something, like
2.5 million, I think it was.
Yeah.
Oh,
bring him back.
2.5 million.
So he's staying in Lyon. To
Oh,
be honest, they're not in the bottom three anymore, innit? So
Hey, Leon,
Hang
what
on, sorry, what was that about Moreira?
we were saying we can't bring Moreira back because you have to pay like a fee to bring him back compared to the other one.
Sorry, what?
You have to pay a
There's a
fee.
There's a break
2.3
clause of 2.5 million.
million.
Who in the fuck who authorized that?
Remember, that was the last minute one. That was the
we're
last
getting
minute
sold.
loan.
in the
We're
fuck
getting
authorized
we're getting held hostage over our own players,
Yep.
bruh.
To be fair, he's been playing there.
Over Diego Moreira.
He's been playing regularly
Diego.
right now.
I hate this.
But hasn't he not been doing good or
Hey
decent?
man, he's
He
playing.
played six,
so,
he's played 6 games.
That's nothing.
6 games out of how many?
I don't know.
Wait, did he start 6 games? What are you saying?
Probably mix and mash.
Oh, Chris, you're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, listen, the thing is, like, I feel for Nani, but this even says, like, even alone within England. I don't know, like, I kind of disagree with Pete. I feel like there is a team that would
Lower
wanna play
half
this
Name
guy.
the
teams. Nottingham Forest, maybe? Maybe not.
We're not doing that again, bro. What are you on about? We're not doing that again.
Definitely not Nottingham Forest.
Name
Chris,
the team.
man,
Don't
Chris
just say
is
there's
fine,
a team. Name the team.
I feel like
Let me
Everton
think.
could probably use a player like him.
Alright. Burnley, Luton, Sheffield.
Luton
Why are you
aren't gonna
Bro, why are you naming the teams in the
Oh.
relegation zone?
We're not doing this.
Yeah,
No, we're
yeah,
not.
out.
Yeah, you literally named the 3 teams in the relegation.
If we're sending him for Sheffield United, we might as well just keep him.
I feel like Everton would probably want
Everton?
a player
Why
like-
do you need Everton? Everton won
I
more
tell you what,
games
I reckon he could get game time at Fulham.
Why
Everton
we
have
have-
McNeil and Harrison on the wings. Why do they need Madueke?
Yeah.
Also, can I ask,
Better?
why are we sending him to teams
He's not
around us?
better.
Why are we
Teams you're
sending him to
competing
teams
with?
around us? We should not send him to teams around us.
Nah, I'm talking about the relegation teams, man.
Exactly.
Why? Why?
I mean, we are close to that.
But why though?
This guy needs to play, though. He does need to play.
That's
Does
fine.
he?
All I'm saying
Then speak
is,
to
why are we-
Pochettino, innit? Speak to Poch.
Why are we sending
speak
him?
to
I'll
Poch.
say again. Why are we sending him to teams that are close to us? That's what I'm saying. We shouldn't be
Our
sending him to teams that
competitors.
are close to us.
This is what sucks about being mid-table
Um,
because we're close to either or side. We can't.
Well,
But we're closer to the bottom than we are the top. So
yeah, but we're not going to get relegated, so we may as well try
mean-
like have one of the relegation teams, man. Which is our favourite of the relegation teams?
none of them.
Oh,
You
okay.
think these teams are going to play Madueke?
I think Fulham.
I don't think Madueke is a bad player. That's the thing.
I don't know if he's. No, I don't think he's going
I
to
don't think
Chelsea.
Santos
But
is a bad player at all, but he's also not playing. So
Who?
Santos,
Santos.
the midfielder.
Hmm. Where would he go? I don't know where he would go.
Like, guys, I feel
What?
like I've said this on this channel before, and if I haven't, you're about to hear it for the first time. Doing straight, no obligation loans within England especially, is the least advantageous loan to do for a player seeking experience. All of these teams have so much access to resources, they can go and just get their own talent comparable to what you're offering them under their control for contracts. We saw it with Gilmore when we sent him to Norwich. The moment they got in trouble, he didn't play. We're seeing it with Santos now. He didn't play. Like Broya at Southampton, he played, but we're like 1 for 3 on those. There's a
I guess Gallagher and Loftus-Cheek are the only other ones I can remember.
What was that?
Gallagher and Loftus-Cheek were the only other ones.
And Loftus-Cheek at Palace, not at Fulham, by the way.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, Gallagher at Palace. There's a good one.
When he was at West Brom, when he was getting game time
as
too.
well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
But like, there's no real incentive for these teams down there to play our players. You could argue Gallagher was West Brom's best player. That just kind of shows you how diabolical they are, were that season at least.
I didn't think it was.
But like, there's no clear incentive for any club to do this. Like, why would a club take on Madueke halfway through the season? Why would they?
I'd say I could if they had nearly any other manager apart from Hodgson, I could see him going to Palace and playing.
Oh, if they had like
Elise?
Potter, I agree.
Yeah, like if that but like at least they can play centrally is what I'm saying. It's like you could play Elise centrally, with and then Madueke out wide, and like that would work if they had any other manager other than Roy Hodgson.
You could play both of them wide and just bench 38-year-old Jordan Ayew.
Yeah, just tell Jordan Ayew, tell Jordan Ayew to go back to
tell Jordan Ayew to be a family man and go home. Like, it's not hard. Palace isn't gonna do that. Like, that's not gonna happen.
Lie. I didn't realize Jordan Ayew was still starting for freaking. Oh, but that's because Edouard got hurt, right? So yeah, he's had
no,
to start.
that's not why.
He always plays in the wing.
To do with Edouard, bro. It's got nothing to do.
They still have Mateta, don't they?
He doesn't play.
Jordan Ayew hasn't played striker for 5 years.
Yeah, he doesn't play central.
He plays in the wing.
Wow.
He plays at left wing.
Yeah, Hodgson's a terrorist. I want you guys all to know this.
Oh yeah.
We sent Madueke to Palace. He's not even making a matchday squad. I promise you.
I don't know, man.
It's a total waste. I don't know. Just keep him. Give him a run like you've done in Mudryk, you hypocrite.
He's not gonna though. That's the problem.
Oh.
He doesn't rate him. Just like it's been pretty obvious.
He doesn't rate him. You said that.
Matson has gotten more playing time than Madueke this season. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I think he has. It's
You know
not
what?
by much.
Fuck it. Play Madueke left back.
The Marshall thing is you need to preface that, by the way. You need to
I said that. I said it
add on
earlier
to that.
season. Play a wing back. Do him a wing back.
Preface what?
So, like, Marshall, by the way, you say that with Matson, by the way. You need to like that. It's worse. Like he's played Matson in attacking areas more than he has Madueke. Like he's played Matson as an attacker more than he's played Madueke.
Yeah.
Forget like Matson in general. Like in the winger spots, he is behind Matson, who's a left back. That's
a
insane.
fair point.
I guess we could load Madueke to Saudi, but like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
We can't do international loans. We're up.
Wait, is it international or just EU?
No, international.
Oh, we're screwed. Never
International.
mind.
Yeah,
I was going to
he's
say,
stuck.
and Peter, 3 of those. I was going to say, let me run through. I don't know if you haven't been here. Let me run you through our international loans. Kepa,
Jesus.
who's now 3rd choice goalkeeper, by the way, at Real Madrid. You've got Slonina. Yeah, I know. You got Slonina. You've got who else? You've got Charlie Webster. That's who's at Heronvane. Ziyech, Fofana, Angelo, Lukaku, and Moreira.
Jesus Christ.
That's our international loans at the moment.
Hey, you know what? Recall Ziyech, be petty, tell him he's unemployed for 4 months, and send him away there somewhere.
If that had to be fair,
let me know.
You say that, by
Why
the
not
way.
just
I don't think
I
Gama
didn't
can handle
realise.
Ziyech coming
why not
back.
just do this? Why not in January just literally cancel Ziyech's contract in January? Just cancel it.
just pay it out, bro. He's not even got that much money left. Is that probably what I mean?
He's got 1.5 seasons left on his contract.
Yeah, his contract ends 2025, summer 2025.
So isn't there a join for free option at the end of this year?
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
I think it's basically it's an obligation if certain that is an obligation if certain like things are hit. Like I think that's appearances or something. Then he joins on a free transfer.
Oh, thank God.
You see that what Jez was saying, yeah, and I was telling this on chat to you, Marshall, about the fact that he didn't even rate him back then. Yeah, what's to say they would rate him now? I told you, bro.
That's what I was thinking. That no, it's been 4 years since that. You would think the players change differently than 4 years ago, and you would think Poch has changed his view on it.
It doesn't change your style of play, though. It just means you've proven it.
What was that, Peter?
Jose iced out Mata for half a decade. It didn't matter. He said, "Oh, you can go to United. I don't need you. Oh, I'm at United. You're not playing anymore, little nigga." And that was Juan Mata.
That's what I've been saying, bro.
Poch can't do this with Madueke.
Let me.
What are we doing?
I don't know
He's
why.
not playing.
Save yourself a lot of time to try and figure out what this dude's gonna do because he doesn't do it. You know what I mean? He doesn't do it. Yeah?
Also, like, I just, so when we bought, so obviously it's changed since, but I've just had a look. Madueke, when we bought him, compared to Mudryk when we bought him, double the amount of games. Like, compared to Mudryk. And, like, now Mudryk's like, how? He's talking about experience and he's playing the least experienced winger. Like, make it make sense.
Listen, man, when I was saying this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Madueke has been injured though as well, wasn't he? So we got to put that into context.
No, but he's only been injured the last 2 weeks, bro.
It's not even matter.
He was injured at
If
the
he was
start
fit,
of the
would he be
season.
playing?
No, he wasn't. He was injured for he was only injured for the preseason.
No, he was.
He got injured when the whole clubbing thing happened.
Yeah.
The video.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Be my bad.
Yeah, he was injured at the start of the he was injured at the start of the season.
Yeah, he came back late for pre-season.
Yeah, he picked up an injury on international duty, whatever the tournament was over the summer.
Was the under
The European Championships.
That's the one.
Has Madueke actually gone a full season without being injured? Because I swear, like at PSV,
I don't think so.
Most players don't.
He gets injured a lot.
I was going to say, have many players?
Like, wow.
Yeah, there's not really many players.
Not in this
that go
Chelsea
full
squad, I
season.
can say. I can say not.
No, I just mean in general. Even in general.
Literally in general.
Last.
Hey,
I think Thiago Silva's had an injury.
I'm noticing a pattern, you know.
Not really,
He is
though.
Argentinian, that's Arthur. I'm noticing a pattern. He's definitely Argentinian, this manager, I'll tell you that much. Matson, Edward, Madueke.
Gallagher's our most important player. Meanwhile, they put the Africans behind him to do all the dirty work.
Cantero in the midfield alone getting stuck in.
Subs on Broya for no reason.
Oh my god! I mean, since you guys have your tinfoil hats on,
He's just Argentinian. That's the difference.
If you guys are wondering,
if
you guys are wondering where this comes from,
Yeah.
I want you to look up all 10 South American countries.
Yeah.
And I want you to ask yourself why you don't see any black Argentinian people, despite there being black people in every country in South America besides them.
So here's the you need the specific year is 1945 onwards with Argentina, okay? And just look at that year onwards.
Yeah, and
yeah, just look at that year.
Very
oh
easy.
my goodness.
You'll understand why.
So speaking of players not
A
playing,
black person in Argentina is like a unicorn. That's all it is. You know what I mean?
speaking of a black person, AS Roma have made a formal request to Chelsea to sign Trevor Chalobah on loan in January. I'm just saying. Listen.
Hey, you know what? We're canceling Marshall. I've had enough.
Listen. I love my black Chelsea players, and I can't have this injustice happening to Trevor Chalobah, even though he's been injured.
Name me 5 Chelsea black players right now, man.
Why are Roma asking for loans when they know
William
we
Gallas,
can't make more loans?
Ashley Cole,
current.
Alex, Didier Drogba, and Nani Madueke.
Did you call him
Alex
Daddy?
is black. You can't tell me Alex is not black.
I thought you said
Daddy.
Bro, you definitely called him Daddy there, bro. That was.
I said Didier.
Did it?
I said Didier.
It sounded Nadia.
It's alright.
Someone save this guy, man. He's drowning. Someone save him.
Hey, you know what? That's why I hope you get cancelled. I hope you do. I'll be there leading the charge. I'll do it.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I won't lie to the masses. I don't give a fuck. I like them, but let's do this.
Oh my god. All
Casually
right.
FC has moved to
You know what? Let's
True
look at the
Yes.
Marshall's family tree. I bet we get some Argentinian in there.
He's thinking about it.
He's thinking.
Might be. There's black people in it too. I'm part of
That doesn't mean you're not Argentinian.
guys, just so you know, Casually FC's new home will be on True Social from now on.
True Social. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys. you guys.
Hi, I'm here for the cancel Marshall stream. Am I late?
Yeah, well done.
Well
Didn't
done.
go
Well
to Pan
done.
Marshall, did it?
Hey, listen. All
I'm
right.
going to make it more uncomfortable for you, Marshall.
Trevor Chalobah.
What kind of pivot now, Marshall? We know how you feel about us.
I wasn't trying to pivot. I was trying to transition.
Hey,
Marshall's
Marshall.
segregating the
Us.
screen, putting all the black people next to each other.
Marshall, by the way.
That's not me.
What happened to
That's not
integrated
me.
streams, Marshall?
Marshall, by the way, our lives matter, by the way,
How come you
Marshall.
didn't be first on the list?
Marshall,
Wait,
our lives
what?
matter, by the way.
Can't take it all.
Look at this. We got 3 black people all in our one group.
Yep.
We integrated 6 years ago, pal.
1, 2, 3 in a row.
Four if you count me. Close.
He streams with black people.
Wait,
He streams with black
wait,
people. He
Wait,
streams with black
what do you mean you're close? No, you're not. No, Marshall, no.
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican.
Hey, this
Yeah,
guy trying to
yes.
say he's Puerto Rican. You ain't one of us, Chief.
I am Puerto Rican.
What the hell?
Get out of here.
That doesn't count.
Some parts of Puerto Rico it does, just not the part I came from. I didn't come from Puerto Rican. I am getting gegenpress. It's true. All right.
This guy's segregating the team. I don't like this. I don't appreciate this. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my God. Listen, I love you all. All right. I love everyone.
Oh, now
Let's-
you
let's
love
get
us.
back
Now
to
you
the
love
topic.
us. Okay.
I never
Now you
didn't.
love
I never did it.
Don't care.
I never did it.
Yeah, Marshall's gonna say I've got
Never
a black
did
friend.
it.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
you better say
I already did. He's got black family members.
He's got black family members now.
Shit, if they're Puerto Rican, I guess he counts it maybe, depending on where they're born in Puerto Rico.
All right. Going back to topic. Trevor Chalobah. Apparently, AS Roma want to sign him. Sky Sports reporting there was a formal request being made. I listen. I'm not going to be upset about it. Trevor Chalobah has not played a single game for this club this whole entire season. Whether he's been injured or not, it is what it is. But at the same time, is Disasi? I feel like Disasi's better than him.
Why are we entertaining this?
Yeah,
This is
Disasi
impossible.
is
He's
better
going to
centre back.
Bayern, bro. Why?
But-
Hey, guys,
Bro, he's going
Why are
Bayern.
we entertaining this move? This is impossible.
Wow, the loan's impossible, yeah, for now, and unless we get Santos back anyway. But like,
No, even if we get.
No,
I can't lie.
No,
if-
Chris. No, Chris. Santos was loaned domestically. That doesn't count.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
This is impossible. Why are they even hitting us with this bullshit?
It's Sky Sports of all of them too. Do you think they would know? But
Well, I was gonna say anyway. We
I don't think he's going to Bayern either.
because
He can go anywhere if they pay the money for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If Poch
They have
wants
to pay the money for
a
him.
dual right back who can actually play right back and centre back, Chalobah's your man.
Oh, he's got Disasi, bro. What are you talking about?
No, Disasi can't. that guy can't.
Hey, we think he can't, but Poch, different story, man.
No, but
Well-
like Chalobah can actually play right back.
Wait,
somewhat.
Chris, are you
Okay,
talking? Wait, are you saying a tall defender that can play right back and centre back? You've got Reece James. Oh, he's injured.
Wait, he's not
I
tall.
thought that joke would hit. Boo.
He's five.
Boo
He's like
him.
5'11".
Boo him. No positive reinforcement for shitty jokes.
Hey, boo me all you want. At least I've got a
Request
working
to keep.
hamstring. At least I've got a working hamstring.
Got 2 working hamstrings. I would hope.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
fuck Reece James though.
We'll come
PSP
back
is
for
back,
Reece James.
He is speaking facts, man. I can't lie to you, bro. I
That's
hear it.
just about- no,
That's what he always
guys,
does.
you guys don't understand. No more light skins in this team. No more.
What,
Wait,
just
Ma-
the-
Ma- wait,
just the-
Ma-
oh, yeah,
wait,
so-
Marshall, do you agree?
No more.
I mean, I was one of the first to say make Chelsea black again, man.
Oh, now you want Chelsea? to be
Hey, this
black.
guy's popping crazy.
Hey,
things.
listen.
That's what I'm trying to
You could go back to the history.
Yo, Hey, yo.
Oh wait. Oh no, it makes
played,
sense.
We played better. We played better back
Marshall
then.
wants more black people in the field. It makes sense.
Lots more black
This
people
man.
in the hard yards while Gallagher was captain. I see you.
Hey, no. Let's not do that. No.
I see you. The hell?
Let's not do that. That's not what I say. You are wording things in my
I was
mouth.
gonna say, I know.
Hey,
Marshall
pause,
wants
by
black
the
people
way.
to be
That's
paid, bro.
crazy.
I see what it is.
Pause.
The way Marshall
Big, humongous pause.
but doesn't bro like that, you know what I'm saying?
No one's putting anything in anyone's mouth. Huge pause. My goodness.
Hey, listen, man. I'm being quoted out of quotes.
Marshall thinks being sus is gonna take away
It's
from
gonna
what you said.
distract us from what's really going on here.
Wait, what happened?
Marshall, I hate to tell you, but you're sus and a racist now. You're two things.
This guy, you are
You can't get away
jokes.
with it.
You are
You're done.
jokes.
You're done on this app, brother.
you know that's not true. But whatever,
Yeah, it
we'll have
doesn't
the
matter if
banter.
it's true or not. I'm getting you out of here.
This guy said it doesn't matter if it's true or not.
You seem to care about the truth. I don't care. You're out of
This
here.
man. What happened to the COVID, man? You don't have COVID all of a sudden.
I still have COVID. I'll show you the positive test right here.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. It's fine. I believe you, bro.
Guys,
I believe you.
You cannot say you don't got COVID now, bro. What is going on?
Oh my
me
god.
having COVID's gonna make you anti-racist? No, brother.
No. Goddamn. All this energy came out of nowhere, man.
Hey, he's gone awesome.
We're not letting him out.
To rejuvenate.
I'm just waiting for the Commando Official. Marshall has been sacked from
I will be
Casually
there no
FC.
matter what. I will celebrate that like a trophy.
I'm gonna need EPL, bro. We've won
At
the
least you'll be able to
I can't
celebrate a
go to work
trophy.
all week. Hating on Marshall, this is my new job.
This guy. Nah, come on, Pete. You love me, man. All right.
I don't know.
Pete, I love you. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
talking
You
about how
love
you
me.
love men is also kind of sus. You got 2 sus points, buddy.
Hey, what was the first? What was the second one?
Talking about men putting things in your mouth.
Oh,
Whoa.
I said you're putting words in my mouth. Enough of
I'm not
this.
putting
Enough of
nothing in
this.
your mouth, pal.
Hey,
Without
yo,
consent,
all right.
that is, because we are a sex positive YouTube channel.
There you go. I guess that's a positive message. Let's try to go towards another positive direction.
Nah, man,
let's talk.
We ain't doing that. We're talking about.
Let's talk
what are
about-
we talking about?
There you go.
Oh, thank fuck.
Yeah. Let's talk about Conor Gallagher now.
Galadini leaving. Damn.
Apparently, well, let's talk about it right here. According to Squawk, I don't know what the hell this is, but Conor Gallagher has won possession in the final third more times than any other player in Europe's top 7 leagues this season, 23. Only 3 Premier League players have won possession more often in total, 106. Let's go on to other more relevant things relating to the transfer. So Mauricio Pochettino on Conor Gallagher's contract situation. I don't need to talk too much because it is not my decision. He is in the starting 11 nearly all the games and is one of the captains. For me, he is the type of player that the club needs to have. He's important because of his Chelsea values. He came from the academy, knows the identity of the club, and he is very committed. You can see on the pitch how he runs, plays, and fights. He gives everything, and he is really important player. All coaching staff want this type of player in their team. Sounds like a Mason Mount, but we move. Simon Johnson reporting, and The Athletic. Sources close to Chelsea say that they are prepared to listen to bids for Conor Gallagher next month. Going on, Conor Gallagher has just 18 months left to run on his contract, and there has been little indication on extension. Little indication an extension is close to being signed. Gallagher can decide his own fate too, and simply not sign a new deal and leave for a free in the next season. Then it would take an important proposal. But if it is something more than 35 million pounds, then Chelsea could be open to discussing it. But it is not something they are 100% approve. They are not at the stage yet where they have decided to sell Conor Gallagher, according to Fabrizio Romano. And I think that's everything I have on Conor. Yeah, that is everything I have on Conor Gallagher.
They value our captain as a lower value than Trevor Chalobah, who's our 6th choice centre back or 7th choice centre back at this point. Wow.
They wanted 50 million for him. I heard they wanted 50 M's for him.
Well, this is Fabrizio.
Yeah, they rejected higher bids from West Ham in the summer.
Because West Ham, the highest bid we've got for Gallagher ever was 45.
Yeah,
and
they accepted it.
And they accepted that one. So you're looking at another 45. I mean, with these performances,
I think they accepted 45 from Everton. They rejected 40 from West Ham.
Yeah, it was 42 from West Ham that they rejected. If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. So like, listen, man. At the end of the day, man, Gallagher, bro, your time's up in it. Like, I don't understand why people.
Wait. What did you call him?
You know, it's a little joke, man. Chill out, man.
No, I don't know. What did you call him?
All right, we're canceling Ahmed next. Ahmed's
You
next.
got two and two together.
Hey, it's about time.
Listen, Gallagher.
I'm gonna have to change this.
and Marshall,
We're
you're both
saying
right.
about time.
Listen,
Yep.
I'm just gonna keep it real. Gallagher's definitely leaving. Like, if he's not gonna sign a contract that they want, because you know these guys are doing the 7 to 8 year contract thing, then he's leaving, bro. Let's like move on. And like, it's not even like we're losing a top player. We're not even losing a guy. That's gonna be in the starting 11 to win the trophy. So like, why do we?
Now you're saying that, Ahmed? That's rich coming from you, considering when don't think I don't remember when he was at Crystal Palace and you were gassing up Gallagher. Don't think I don't remember.
You know,
We're not gonna. We never forget. Weren't you the one that put a Gallagher shirt on?
Listen, I
Ahmed,
believe.
you were supporting the one white player at Crystal Palace.
No, my other guy was Edward.
Ahmed, are you deaf? He said one white guy, bro. And you just named a black guy.
Fair enough. I was saying I support the other brothers too, but you know what I'm saying. But get this, you know, for me, Gallagher. When it comes to Gallagher, right, I just think at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, he's leaving the club. So like, let's move on, bro. We're not losing the world, BR. Like, you know, when you're hearing guys like Obi Mikel, who you guys rate and everything like that, saying to you, you can't be in your starting 11.
What do you mean quotes rate?
Rate, you know, like, you know what these guys are like here. They probably they what's it called? They don't
rate
respect him.
Mikel.
They don't rate. I mean, they don't rate him. Like when he was a player, they don't rate him when he was a player. But now they do the revisionism thing, innit?
Gallagher.
So
No. Ahmed, do you rate him?
Of course I do. That's why.
No, I'm just asking because you rate Gallagher, so I don't know. I need to ask.
Of course I'll rate the new Rico. Like,
Gallagher was as good as John Obi Mikel. He would have a 7-year contract and there'd be no problem.
The point I'm trying to make though, is that if the guy that was on the bench when there were so many other like world class midfielders would know if this guy was top was like, you know, starting midfield material for us. So that's all I have to say at the end of the day.
Question for you guys though, I think if I'm not mistaken, didn't Mount have half a season and another season? So just about the same amount of length of his contract that Gallagher has right now?
No, he had 1 year left.
No, he had that this time last year.
Yeah, it's the exact same, but a year's difference.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm kind of baffled that they're only seeing something around £35 million for Gallagher.
I wouldn't take that number as gospel.
Okay.
Especially Fabrizio needing to do content, throwing a number out there that's very conservative.
And plus, you know, it's from quote outside. When he does the reports on quote outside, they're like he's like, you know, is his like, you know, what's the word? It's him doing the inferences and like the sort of thing.
Okay.
So like,
I don't think a club's gonna say 35 mil and Chelsea's gonna be like, yep, you're out of here, buddy. It would behoove the
It says more than 35 million, so that base is covered.
I guess.
And plus, the thing of Chelsea, if you already had a bid of up to 45 million once before and 42 million, any club that comes into him, they have to reach that ballpark if they want to go and get him.
Yeah, based on form and whatnot, you've got to be asking for more than
that's not even including form, brother. This was when he was playing shit. That they that 45 million.
Especially when Gallagher's being quote unquote our best midfielder and player of the season.
Exactly.
I think the fee will end up being north of 45, but below 55.
I think he'll go for 50, bro. I think
that's what I was thinking. Minimum 50.
I think he can go for between 50.
That being said, we spent $250 million on center mids in the last year, so we need to make way for them to see if they can play together.
Exactly.
Well, especially if Poch wants a new midfielder.
Oh, that's
bro.
Cool. He could go.
That terrorist. If you give him a midfielder, yeah.
Wait. He wants another midfielder.
Yep.
Do what?
Yep.
Do what?
He has Lavia and Caicedo. Make it work or leave. I'm sorry.
It was, you know what it is, bro. Yeah, what's it called? A prime. He's trying to play this free. Is it 4-5-1, 4-1-5 or 3-1-5 thing that he's?
Yeah, he's playing a single pivot. Ridiculous.
Yeah. And basically, he wants the big lanky lad here that's just gonna be standing in the midfield and essentially being like the cover rather than.
Ahmed, is that not Ugly Choco?
Yeah, that's Leslie.
I'm saying
he's injured.
But he should be back. Apparently, he should be back. So I don't know, man.
Oh right.
That's the thing, man. But like, I just don't understand when it comes down to it. All of this like nonsense of him and wanted to sign you more players. Like, listen, you got these top class players already. Fix the system, adjust the system. I should say, adjust your game to be able to get them to work.
No, don't fix the system. Make a new system because this is not working.
Man. Listen, man, I'm just tired of Pochettino, man. I can't look at him.
Going back to Connor, though, I feel like
Connor who?
This is my logic. If we were able to sell Mason Mount for as shit as he was last season and the decline he went through for the amount that we did, surely you would think that Connor, for how much of growth he's had under Poch and how impressive he's looked under Poch, and he's definitely in better form than Mount was last season, you would think he would go for more.
I mean, if United and their incompetent recruitment come in, then maybe.
No, that also isn't true because Gallagher's never played it. Like, as much as I dislike Mount, the level he's played at, like in terms of his highest level is higher than anything Gallagher's ever played at.
Exactly.
So you're buying based on the fact of you hope he can get to that level again. Like Gallagher's never played, like even now is not playing to the level that Mount was like under that season we won the Champions League. He is not playing to that level.
And also, Marshall, you have to factor in, like, Man United are the only team stupid enough, well, I guess maybe Arsenal, to pay like 60 million. In reality, like, if that was a Spurs, they would have only paid like 40, which is what Spurs wanted for Gallagher in the summer, right? Like 40 mil.
I think Mason Mount is max at 50 mil because he's got that English tax and stuff like that, and he's got good PR, whatever. So, like, 50, 60 is a bit, I don't know how we got that.
You say 50 mil, which you have to look at the clubs that would. Spurs want him. What, maybe West Ham? They're not. These guys don't have.
West Ham wouldn't pay 50, no. And I think in maybe Spurs might push to it, but
Spurs would not pay
45.
45 is a push.
Yeah.
40 to 45.
City definitely ain't paying it. They don't need that.
He probably, I said to you before, if he had to think of like the choice of clubs he can probably go to, I'd probably say I don't think West Ham, because I always thought maybe West Ham, but not now in their current form. But I would probably say like maybe a Fulham, maybe a who's another.
I could see a Fulham.
Brighton wanted him at one point in time.
Do you guys remember when Klopp wanted Mount?
Yeah.
Do
you not think he would want Gallagher?
What, in the 6 though? He would never play him in the 6 though.
Klopp wanted Mount?
Hey, Klopp played McAllister in the 6. We can't put anything past him.
Yeah, that is true. But I think as I said to you, it's probably between Tottenham.
I think he would go to Spurs.
Fulham. I think Tottenham, Fulham. Obviously, I wouldn't put who's the other team that I was thinking about? Crystal Palace probably would want him back anyway, but I don't think they have the money to pay.
Palace have evolved beyond Gallagher.
Maybe so. Then that's fair. And then I feel like that's pretty. Yeah, I feel like those are the team. And Brighton, I said of course 4 because Brighton actually wanted him as well. So I don't know, man. Brian actually wanted him in the summer. But like once you go into it, that's only like 4 players essentially, 4 teams really that are in for him. And if he's not going to go abroad.
Nottingham Forest, they've got money. They just spend money.
No, but I feel like he's not stupid enough to go to Forest tonight. So it feels like for him, he wants to go to like a mid-table club. It feels like to me. So if that's the case, then and you're looking at the teams around us, that's probably Brentford. Maybe he would go to actually, but I don't think even Brentford wouldn't pay 50 M's for him. They're not that stupid either.
He might go on a free.
It's also a possibility he might just stay.
But the thing is, if he's not going, they're not even offering him a contract. They're not even sitting down to.
But I heard they offered him an 8-year. He just doesn't want to do the 8 year, which I understand.
No. I think they may have had initial tentative talks, and like maybe they set a hard line on the number of years of the contract, and because of that, maybe.
I feel like they would want him to sign a contract because they would offer him a contract because at least that would spike up his price.
But how much more? How much more can he spike up his price by? We also need to think about the market itself. You know what I'm saying? How much does the market value actually
I would
value
say,
him?
at
if
least
you remove the
70.
contract.
It would bump it up on a good notch because now you have an 8-year contract for a player that's.
But
you know,
but
looking
again,
good
like let's be honest,
to pay out the
Marshall,
rest of the
yeah?
contract.
No team here
Uh-huh.
is gonna spend AEMs. No team is gonna
Yeah,
spend
but
ATMs.
Ahmed, he might
I
stay.
mean-
Like he clearly doesn't want to go. The manager rates him, Poch, and we're assuming Poch stays till the end of the season. The manager rates him. Gallagher is our captain, or he's our vice captain.
But if they don't, rate him though. That's the That's the thing though.
Yeah. But again, he can still refuse. He got offers in the summer. He got offers in.
He could still refuse. That's.
But if he refuses every single one, then and the club don't want to sign him to a contract, then you're really in an Occam's razor situation.
Yeah, true, but Ahmed, if he continues, like he clearly had it in mind of, I will refuse the transfers to leave, and I'll like when I get my opportunity, I'll perform, and he's been getting his opportunity, and he's still in the team. He's our captain. So his logic is that he will get himself a contract.
I hear you, Prime. I hate that logic, but I think that's a fair point. But I just think
people have to keep in mind this guy actually loves the club. He's not like Mount that jumped ship. This guy actually loves the club.
True. That is
so,
true.
If Gallagher has a chance to stay,
I know from what I heard, like I know his dad's like a avid Chelsea fan. Like his family's a very big Chelsea.
And that's why, for me, I may not rate him, but I don't personally mind having Gallagher in the squad.
No, I don't think any of us here don't mind him, Prime. But I'm just saying, like, if you look, maybe of course, Scott, we have to. I don't mind him as a bench player in the future.
Is that he's playing a lot of games.
Yeah,
and that's due to
no. My issue is him as a player. It's fully him.
No. Scott, I don't rate him. I agree with you. I don't rate him as a player either. But in terms of him being in the squad, I don't mind. As squad depth, I don't mind.
But that's the thing, though. Like, what I'm not getting is that was then if they don't rate him or anything like that, and obviously he's not signed a contract. Don't they like have like a chat that the manager to like have a conversation and be like, listen, we don't want him. What's it called? We don't want him and everything like that. We don't want him to be playing. Like, play someone else. They can say that to him, surely.
But they should be doing that now if they're trying to sell Maatsen in January. Yeah, he keeps
because
coming off the bench.
Like, I feel like with the Maatsen stuff, even though I know Pochettino, may not like his thingy like that, he's barely playing Maatsen at all.
Ahmed, did you say that if the board could have stepped in and said that we're trying to sell him, don't play him?
Yeah.
But with that logic, they should have said that with Mudryk. We spent 100 million on this guy. You have to play him.
To be fair, though, you look at Mudryk, bro. How many games has Mudryk has been playing quite regularly? How many games?
But he played. He's been playing lately, but he didn't start the season playing.
But like, I hear you, bro. But
take too long for him to start.
But the thing is, barring the first 5 games, the first 5 games, Mudryk has been continuously playing and starting the team.
No, he started the season with Chilwell playing left wing. Chilwell got injured.
What's the not to? Okay, I get your point here. But
I think by the 3rd game though, Prime, he was playing.
No, I can hit you about the 6th game.
No.
By the 6th game. But like, let me hit you with a little reverse Uno. What's not to say that the ownership were like, listen, we need to start playing Mudryk, stop playing Chilwell. Yeah, do you get what I'm saying to you?
They didn't say that, dog. Just Chilwell got injured. Like, you guys have to keep. I know Mudryk's been playing lately, but you guys have to keep in mind.
Chilwell got benched and dropped before he got injured.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got benched and dropped before. So for me, this is the point I'm trying to make. Like, we don't know, for example, if what's it called? They after 5 games they were like, listen, mate, I don't know what the flip you're doing, mate, but listen, we need to play this guy that we've brought to, we brought him for a lot of money. We need him to start playing and improving. Let's get that done. Who's to say that didn't happen?
I doubt that.
I don't know, man, because like I feel like with this ownership, a lot of the players, that they want a lot of these players to be starting to be improving and to be getting as good as they can be. So, they're not trying to have a bit of a conversation of we want to see this player playing more, we want to see that player playing a bit more.
I think it's going to be a lot easier to have that conversation now that Nkunku is back fit. We'll see what they do in the midfield.
I'll be real, bro. If I see Nkunku left wing, kill him.
No, it's not going to be Ahmed. It's not going to be that. Like, it's going to be Nkunku at the 10, but it's going to be Gallagher in the pivot.
As a main star?
But you know what? Yeah, this brings up another question. You know,
I hope not.
who's going to get
Can't
dropped
be.
here of the three of Mudryk, Sterling?
Wait, we've got
and,
Lavia coming
Palmer.
too.
Enzo.
No, I'm saying of the three that we've got right now,
Mudryk.
if Nkuku plays the 10, then Mudryk, Palmer, and Sterling, who gets dropped?
I honestly.
Mudryk or Palmer.
I actually.
It'd be
Mudryk
kind of
gets
baffling to see Palmer, but yeah,
Mudryk
I
just
wouldn't put
wanna
it past Poch, to be honest.
I wouldn't put it past Poch to drop Sterling.
Like,
No, I think
Carabao.
Sterling's the least likely to come up.
Ahmed, this Sterling agenda.
Yeah, that's a little.
Listen, I'm just saying, man. You never know. He's not been playing great the last few games. You know what I mean?
He wasn't playing great in pre-season. He threw him in first game. Like,
That
he
is
rates him.
true.
Poch rates him.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, Saudi Arabia, please. Janayo. He's Janayo. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't going this season, man.
Janayo.
You really hate Sterling. Wow.
I don't hate
Oh,
Sterling.
he's got some
I
serious
don't hate Sterling.
agenda.
But if I'm being honest,
I don't think he
it's
hates
like the thing for me is that obviously he's been playing Mudryk now regularly. Palmer's been playing regularly. So has Sterling. But that's been because Nkuku's not been in the 10 row.
Sterling's been playing more regularly than Mudryk.
No, I'm talking about the last few games. In the last few games in particular now, like where all of those three have been playing actively together.
But even still, Ahmed, because Mudryk's come off the bench.
But he
Has
said the
Sterling
reason
even
why
been dropped this
yeah, but
season?
the reason why he got dropped apparently for the game against in the Carabao Cup was apparently he needs to rest. That was the excuse that he gave apparently.
Wait, are you talking about the Sheffield game?
No, this game. You know the game we just played?
Talk about Mudryk or Sterling?
I'm talking about Mudryk. Mudryk got dropped in the last game because apparently he needed to rest because he played 4 games in a row. That was what Pochettino had said to us. Do you guys remember?
Yeah, I mean, don't
maybe.
believe everything that guy says. He's a liar.
Yeah,
No, well, that's true too. But like, I don't think Sterling's even been dropped once this season.
He has. He got dropped against Everton. After
And
that
he was brought
performance.
back in as a sub.
No, but he got hooked though. He didn't start the game.
This agenda, man.
Like he's not started, but like he's played every game. I'm pretty sure.
I think for me though, I think it's going to be interesting to see now because like, is he going to continue with the thing? Like, I trust Mudryk now. I want him to play regularly. You know, I want to give him a chance now. Can continue to give him the chance that he's been given, or is something else going to happen?
We'll have to see. Now that Nkuku's coming back, these
I don't know, man.
games are
Because
gonna be interesting.
the Enzo thing, yeah. With the Enzo thing, like even when
Injury?
he comes back, yeah, with the Enzo injury, even if he comes back, then you're in a kind of like another quandary. Because if Gallagher does stay part general and signs a new deal, you now have got another issue that's going on there with those three. Because Pochettino is probably going to want to play Gallagher no matter what, and then obviously Enzo is probably going to have to play as well. So then what's going to happen to the 10 role then? What are we going to just say? Are we just going to put in Nkuku now on the left, Sterling on the right, and then that means Palmer has to get dropped too?
I'm interested to see what's going to happen because there is also the theory of like I've been playing Gallagher as a 10 because Carney's out with an injury, and so is
So what we're saying, if
Nkuku.
Carney comes back, he's coming into the starting lineup too. Then, so how many guys are we like really gonna say?
Carney's not going to be in the starting lineup.
That's what I'm saying to you as well. So then,
you
like,
never know. Well, not with Nkuku back, but
no, but like this is the thing though. Like we can't just. There's too many moving parts, and Pochettino is such a madman, and with the stupid stuff that he's doing, we can't really know what he wants to do.
don't forget too. There was a point in the season, and maybe this was preseason again. Take it with a grain of salt, but like he was trying out Carney in the middle in the pivot. So it's just I don't know. With Enzo gone, it does leave some open-ended questions.
How long is Enzo out for?
We don't know, bro.
No, we don't know yet, but he is going to be
But
out. I don't see him playing.
But the thing is, even Reece James Kingdom has got another point. If Lavia comes back, what's going to happen after that?
That's
Then
also
after
true
that,
with Lavia.
Yeah,
Lavia's
so
not going
like,
to play for a while,
there's
though.
too many. I
2
feel
weeks,
like
maybe.
right now there's a lot of like moving parts that are about to hit the equation, and we don't know if the equation is going to work.
I mean, Lavia's 18 and just come back from injury. He doesn't deserve to be starting anytime soon. Let's just be real.
Don't disagree.
But the thing is, but if he does become fully fit, yeah, and then all these guys are fully fit, you know, we know what the best team really is, in my opinion. But I don't know what his team's gonna be. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Your best team doesn't have Sterling, you know.
Actually, I would have Sterling in my team. Honestly, my best team would have Sterling. I'll be honest right now. You know, listen, I might be a dickhead, but listen, I'll be honest with my agenda.
No, Ahmed's not slick. So when we lose games, he can blame Sterling. You're not slick, bro. You're not slick.
Listen, man, I'm not slick. Listen, big up Sterling, man. He's actually been playing pretty well this season. Obviously, I had only 1-2 game off, but hey, I can admit when I'm wrong.
All right,
but don't worry,
let's go.
I may lose. I may have lost this battle. The war's not over yet. You know what I'm saying? There's still 22 games left. Plus another 3, hopefully.
We'll see about the war. Speaking of the war, almost 60 of you guys watching. Make sure to smash the like button if you've enjoyed this stream so far. If you've had some fun.
Ooh, la, la.
We're closing to the end of the show, so we have a few more topics. So I just want to remind you guys to do smash that like button. Let's go ahead and get to this other segment, which is, ladies and gents, believe it or not, Chelsea Football Club have acquired, or have been looking into, and have acquired more youth players. Lovely. Yes.
And hello, NSPCC. Yeah, I would like to file a complaint against Chelsea Football Club. Yeah, man, there's a lot of young kids here that we're not understanding why they're playing. So please, let us know.
All right, let's start off with the first one here. Kendry Paez in attendance at Stamford Bridge tonight, as expected. He's in London for the first time. 2007-born talent making contact with Chelsea World. He is joining CFC in July 2025. So confirmed, Kendry Paez was at the Sheffield United game. So the tweets that we were reading about in the last show about how we're trying to start to integrate these younger international signings into the team, pardon me, seems to be true. And remember the face you see behind him because he's going to be relevant in just a second. So, going on. Chelsea are discussing internally entering the race for River Plate's 17-year-old Claudio Echeverri, according to Fabrizio Romano, as reliable as it gets, ladies and gents. So, we move on. Chelsea and Manchester City have joined Barcelona in a race to sign River Plate's 17-year-old Argentine midfielder Claudio Echeverri. Moving on. We have here potentially an incoming signing. One of my followers tells me this is Papi Douda Diongi. Did I say
Papa
that right?
Douda Diong.
Diong, okay. Papa Douda Diong, who was with Egbali and Paez. 17-year-old defensive midfielder from Senegal, apparently a big prospect. Then, today, this is the news that drops. Chelsea are closing in on a deal to sign Senegal U17 midfielder Papedou Diongi from AF Darou Salam. The deal is almost done, and I believe right here, Chelsea are close to a deal for 17-year-old Senegalese midfielder Papedou Diongi. Any move would see the midfielder join the Premier League club in June 2024 once he turns 18. So, Senegalese defensive mid and this kid from River Plate.
Can we talk about Chelsea's got a new addiction?
You call it addiction, I call it a problem.
No. It's addiction is a problem though. And
Both work.
So, it used to be that we used to be in love with centre backs. Oh, another centre back. Come on, man, another centre back. Another centre back. Oh, another centre back. Oh, let's bring him in too. You know what's going on now? Midfield? Yeah. Midfielder? Yeah. You come in.
True.
You come in. What's going on, man? How many? We're not even, what is this here? We're not even getting wingers. You know what I mean? Where's the wingers? Kendry Paez, this is midfielder too. It's like, come on, bro. Oh, man. It's actually crazy, man. We don't even have a club to store in him. What club are we storing this guy in when he turns 18? Strasbourg only has signings. We're not even using Strasbourg to buy these players, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's the weird part about it too. Like, we're not even using our multi-club model.
How we
necessarily develop these guys.
Should we talk about how we're going to survive FFP if these guys get as well? You know what I mean? Because
no idea.
I know that we've talked about the first team and FFP, but these guys that we're buying also is including our FFP too.
Well, on that, can I just ask? Does anyone know if what De Jong's contract is? Like, is he on a final year or something? Because that could be a explanation.
Bro, I have no idea. But
the same with the River Plate guy as well.
He might be on a pro contract already.
Yeah, I know, but if it's a free contract and there's no transfer fee in it, there's no FFP implication.
I don't know. I don't know anything.
I have to check that. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really know what to think of this other than I kind of am sick and tired of these signings that are like not first team signings. The first team needs attention, and we're keeping adamant about. Pardon me. We're keeping adamant about these U signings, which is frustrating, man. It's really frustrating considering the first team needs attention.
You know what's crazy as well, Marshall? You know, this is the problem, yeah, when you can't get some players out as well. Because, like, let's say if we can't get Gallagher out of the squad, for example, right? Then there's no pathway for someone like Alavia, maybe Guchukwu, what was it called, yeah, to come into the squad. And then we don't even know if these guys can work out. And then if these guys don't work out, then you still got a backlog of another guy, like someone like him, this gentleman here, Papa Dauda. And then you've also got another guy coming in, Kenji Paez, who's another midfielder. You know what I'm saying to you? Then you really have clogged the system, essentially. It's the same issue we're having on the wing. You got Sterling, Palmer, then you got Madueke, and then you got Angelo coming back in the summer. You got 4 guys in one position.
What baffles me more than that, though, is if this is going to be part of a multi-club model, why not finish the multi-club model first?
That's what I'm saying.
So buy your Portuguese team, you know, buy your Brazilian team, and then buy these players from those teams so you can have the loophole of, you know, bringing them to Chelsea instead of having to loan them from Chelsea.
Because they're rushing the whole thing, and this is what doesn't make sense. Like, we're already struggling with our overseas loan places. The thing is, even if we get like a Portuguese club, so let's say we have 2 sister clubs, we still won't have enough loan places to supplement the amount of talent that we have on our books right now.
Mm-hmm. It's just, I get rushing it, but you can also rush it and do it somewhat correctly. This just seems incorrectly in all facets.
This is why
we're putting it's backwards. This is what it is. This is what it is. It's backwards. We should have got the clubs first and then talent.
Yeah, and this is why, you know, Marshall, by the way, when we talk about like why is there so many young players being bought, this is why when I say it's like an actual club directive, like it's not just like the director's saying that bring young kids in.
Well, we saw it in the last show, didn't we, Ahmed? From top brass.
It's literally from the top brass. That's why, when people complain about the ownership, for example, I agree with them because this is their doing. They want young kids only, basically. That's crazy for me to be saying that. I'm like, context crazy, but you know,
what's wrong with this guy, man?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Oh man, it's just it's frustrating, man. We'll see, obviously, in January what moves are made. Maybe there's things happening under the surface that we aren't really discussing. Kind of like how when we went into the summer, there was no real links to Ugarte, and all of a sudden Ugarte came out of nowhere. So maybe we are moving, you know, not to sound like Batman, but like maybe we're moving in the shadow.
Stone Island. You know what Stone Island is?
Sounds familiar. I don't remember what it is though.
Is it crazy? I hope it's not something crazy. I'm gonna type this in.
Oh god. All right. I'm gonna move on to the next topic and the final one, which, ladies and gents, if you're enjoying the show, thanks for getting us to 50 likes. Go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
Jesus Christ. Go ahead and smash up the like buttons if you haven't done so already. We appreciate you.
My God. Disgust me, God of Frogs. You disgust me, mate.
You could explain after the stream. All right, let's get to the final topic, which is changes being made on our defense. So let's go ahead and start off with this. Chelsea, according to the Sarcasm, are also weighing up moves for a defender and potentially a central midfielder, but are willing to be reactive due to an extensive injury list. Moving on. David Ornstein confirming Thiago Silva is not likely to be retained by the club at the end of the season, I'm assuming. And then we have a link here. Borussia Mönchengladbach defender Nico Elvedi has emerged as January target for Chelsea following another injury setback to Reece James.
Does he play right back?
I don't know.
If that would be the position he would be playing. I've watched Gladbach last season. I can't even remember him. Maybe because it was uninspiring anyway, but you never know.
potentially.
He's 27 years old, so I don't know, man. I don't know if this shot is legit, man.
Might not be.
Yeah, he's 27, man.
He says center back and right back.
Yeah. He's yeah, man. I'm afraid we don't do kids. We do kids only here, man. You know what I mean? We're acting young here.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Welcome back, Scott. I mean, the most reliable source here is basically David Ornstein reporting that there's very unlikely we are to sign Thiago Silva after the season, which honestly, it makes sense. You could tell this season is more of a downfall in form than last season. Last season, Thiago Silva was very class. This season, he's had some pretty shaky games. But I guess it would make sense to get a center back for that. But I don't know. I mean, we have Badiashile back. We have the Sassy back. Levi Colwell, who's being played as a left back, who should be being played as a center back. Potentially Chalobah leaving. I mean, we could use another center back. I don't know about the midfielder, but
we have Wesley Fofana.
Wesley Fofana, who knows what's going to happen with him. He may come back in January. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, I guess most of you guys agree Thiago Silva probably done the end of the season, right?
Should be.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I just don't know who we'd get, because we'd be losing Silva in the summer, and in January, potentially Chalobah. That brings us down to 2 less CBs.
I'll tell you what, though, this is the thing I've never understood this about. We get linked to all these centre backs.
Mm-hmm.
This is assuming that the ownership is still willing to ride it out with Wesley Fofana, and they haven't given up on him. We have 4 centre backs, even if Silva and Chalobah leave. So why do we need to replace anyone?
Because injuries. I don't know.
Marshall,
I don't know what to tell you.
Let's look at this from a actual thingy. Like you've got Badiashile and Levi Cole on as his 2 left-side centre backs. You've then got Disasi, and then you got Wesley Fofana. Arguably, you only need one more centre back, maybe if you're worried about Wesley Fofana and his fitness levels. That's pretty much it.
I know, but like,
how many more CBs?
At this point, I'm worried.
Do we need 7 CBs now?
No. I would say we need one more, but I don't know. I'm worried with this team now because of how many injuries we have. Like, going into the season, I thought we would be fine. We didn't need any more positions, but
centre back is our least affected area.
Yes, centre back right now is not a worry, bro. We don't have that many. We don't have injury-prone centre backs currently.
We've had one injury to Disasi. That was minor. He was back quickly. Badiashile carried an injury into the season, so that's not related. We've been pretty much fine.
The only person that we have that's an injury-prone centre back is Wesley Fofana. That is pretty much it.
Chalobah at this point too.
Chalobah's gone.
He's gone. We're not considering.
I know, but like, you guys are talking about the centre backs, being fine. Other than Thiago Silva, all the centre backs have been injured this season.
Has Colwell?
Has Cole been injured?
Yeah,
I don't remember Colwell being injured.
Maybe just coming out.
He hasn't been injured long term, but he has.
I know Colwell's been dropped.
There's the difference, again, like I think what this comes back to is the difference between major and minor injuries. If you're having
it's a minor injury, but it's still injured.
Like, listen, no player is going to be available 38 games a week.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So it doesn't matter. For me, are the majority of our centre backs always healthy? Yes, barring Wesley Fofana, who's known to be getting quite regularly injured. Other than that, really, no one. You don't. Other than that, really, you don't need any other centre backs, barring maybe one more. And they're already looking at Monday. That's it. Bring them in.
The only reason you'd need another centre back is if you were going to a back 5.
Mm-hmm. Or which could happen. You need another centre back too. Yeah, is that if you don't trust Fofana's health, which I totally understand.
We haven't had any indication of that from the club though, or from the reports.
But I feel like for me, if there was anything, if the club is thinking pragmatically, like I've said before about Reece James, and you like kind of losing faith on Fofana, okay, you bring in the one centre back, and that's for cover for both Fofana.
No, I'd hope the club are being pragmatic, but in all the reports, there's been no mention of we've given up on Fofana. It's always been the Silva replacement, the Chalobah replacement, etc.
I don't think they would say that when they're when the guy's coming back in it. It'd be a bit disheartening, you know what I'm saying? To be saying that guy.
I mean, they just released a report saying that we're going to get this guy from Mönchengladbach because of James's injury. So, no.
I don't trust the Mönchengladbach one. That's crazy, man. I've been looking at his statistics. He's awesome, man. That's what now I know. I don't remember him.
All right. I mean, time will tell. January is going to be an interesting window, to say the least. Most of us don't really want them to bring anyone in, but it's highly likely they're going to bring more players in. So we'll see.
Fuck the players, man. Fuck Chelsea transfer ban 2024. We will be there.
All right, guys. Ladies and gents, that's the show for today. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you guys being here. When is our next stream? I don't know, actually. So hit that bell
Christmas Eve on the
Saturday
match
Saturday. I will.
Are you going to do a stream Christmas Eve?
Yeah, I will. If you guys want to join in, you can. If not,
I probably will I'll join in for a bit after the game. I probably won't join too long.
Yeah, I will do a Christmas Eve stream.
Sadly,
maybe a Saturday stream too. I don't know.
I will be away, sadly. So
that's okay. I understand most people are gonna visit family and be with family, so I don't expect many people to come in and do a show like typical. But hey, this is what I do. So I will be here, and I will be hosting a show regardless. So big up to everyone. Big up to everyone who enjoyed the show. Do smash up the like buttons if you have enjoyed the show. Leave a comment down below. Let us know your favorite part, what you wanted to discuss, all that. Also, be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already, because we are on our way to 3K. But first, let's take the baby step to get to 2.4K. So we're very close to that number. Help us hit that marker by subscribing. Like the video, which I think I said already. Bell notification. Check out the links in the description for all the fun stuff and all the different links that you guys can check out for different content, including Ahmeds Channel as well as Sarcasm City. We are going to be rating Sarcasm City, by the way, so show him some love by copying and pasting that link over to by copying and pasting that raid message over to his stream, letting you know where we are coming from. And also, ladies and gents, big up to our proper casual and higher tier members. At the end of each show, we go ahead and give them some love by giving them a shout out. So that's going to be OG Turbo Jesus, Dark, Scott, Adrian, Will, A Solomon, and Uncle Jester. So big up to you guys. Thank you so much for the love, and I will catch you over on Sarcasm City stream. And next time we are here on the Casually FC channel. So y'all have a wonderful night. Enjoy and stay casual.